Coming up.
Piss.
So, anybody else want to review what happened?
Brexit has the death wish.
We now have the key
Yeah.
I think I lost
to the
a few
back
brain
of
cells
the
in that.
room
Mm-hmm.
of the cellar, which I don't think quite matters as much now.
But
But hey, if there's any saves.
so, as for the review, we decided to come back from where we were and into the
Tavern.
the lovely little town of Simel.
Mm-hmm.
But when we arrived, everything seemed to be off. There was no one. It wasn't like people were just hiding or being quiet. There was just nothing.
It was a
No
ghost town.
activity.
Yeah.
Upon looking through the windows of the tavern, we noticed blood, the signs of a struggle.
Shit.
And we entered, looking for survivors or, well, mainly, or at least bodies to try and give us an idea of what happened here. Upon investigating, the sound of breathing was heard from a door to the basement,
Yeah.
to which we had investigated. Cam being the gentle dragon that he is.
Freak.
After we after entering the basement and finding a small elven child,
Excuse me.
he tried to look after the child, make sure he was fed, and then, not realizing it until the light got closer, the child was green. Not orky green. No.
Undead green.
It's a turf.
That very I wouldn't even know what to call that green.
Undead green.
Rot
It's the,
green.
Yeah, rot
green.
green. Yeah.
Nurgle green.
Nurgle green.
Upon realizing this and someone saying undead, the fight kicked off upon Darius drawing his sword, and the undead not taking too kindly to a holy implement being wielded in its presence. And through the fight, everyone was getting hurt. Darius nearly died multiple times.
Every time he got healed up, he goes, "Kill me!"
Every time I got healed up, I'm gonna do it again.
Yeah, you need to work on survival instinct.
You're just
Undead.
like,
Undead. I don't like undead.
fuck, I forget.
Well, do you want to join them?
I will murder them first.
Remember, if he actually dies, stick something in his head.
So,
I'm holding on to a holy
and
artifact.
you guys were basically where we left off. Is you all were in the tavern after the fight, and it was dark. It was getting into the evening,
Fuck.
and it was still foggy outside.
It was getting dark when we arrived in the town.
Yes, and by the time you finish the fight, it is now night at this point, and you guys are in the tavern. And I think the plan was to raid the entire city. Was the plan?
That I heard. Books. They're books. Yes.
They're books.
So as of right now, I think it's nighttime. Find a room in the inn.
Okay.
And sort of, it's just a suggestion, and block a door. And have a secure room to sleep.
Shelter in place.
Basically.
I would probably agree with that.
I am about 50% fucked up, so you know.
Yeah. And I've blown my fucking aura of chaos and a couple of strong smite charges.
It was a bad fight. It is a bad fight. No. And by the way, when you did kill the beings, the undead creatures, they disappeared into dust, so there's nothing left of them.
I don't have to worry about the price.
So are there items still there, like the key, just in case there's
any. The key is the only thing. The key is there. But anything else, like
there's
anything
just a whole bunch of clothes in a pile of dust.
pile of dust, clothes, and
I mean,
anything that was on them.
There's a chance there could have been a pouch of gold coins, but you want to go
I mean-
around sticking your hand in undead dust?
Vampire dust is a very important ingredient.
Not a vampire dust, though.
Vampire or undead.
I mean, that's up to you. Do you want to take the dust? You can. But
I don't
That's up
think
to
Claude's
you,
going to be affected
Cam.
by undead, so
No, you will, though.
I will, yes. But if you are just picking up the dust or sifting through it, Plode can kind of, push around through it and knock anything out that we may want.
So you're
Cam,
gonna
on the
have
other
mini-
hand, is going to leave and step outside.
all
You
right.
going out the front door?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I say we lock this fucking basement off just in case.
Yeah.
We cleared the entire basement.
Or you?
Was there
camp?
was there like a porch or some shit, or is it just door dirt?
No, there's a porch. Walking out, there is. They had like sitting areas for people on the outside. You've ever been to like the American people have been to Cracker Barrel? You know how they have all the like rocking chairs out front? Yeah, it's like that. They have some tables for people to go out and smoke or just be
Elven
outside.
Farm remembers.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So this is like I said, it's a big inn, and it is the place where they basically congregated the whole town for any big celebrations or announcements or anything like that.
Guys are gonna go up to Carband's like, do you want some healing? You looked a little fucked up.
Healing would work, yes.
I'm going to... would putting it at charge level 2 cure wounds work, or would this 2 cure wounds work?
That's up to you, whichever one you want to do, Star.
Yeah, I'll just do 2 so you get the extra spellcasting modifier. So I'm going to use 2 cure wounds on him, which is 1d plus 7.
How big was the sitting room, the common room?
It'd be probably about 15 feet, so 3 squares out to here where the porch is, and then this is where the dirt would be, about here.
No, the common room.
Oh, the common room?
Yeah,
That is
Um,
also good information.
The common room was out here, be about... Yeah, that'll be good enough to represent it. That's big enough.
Yeah.
So...
and in there, there's
And
bar
front door was
there.
like here-ish.
Yeah. Eat 24 health to you, Carvan.
Yeah, I rolled a 4 and a 6 with plus 2 7s.
Seeing as this, I'm assuming this place has a kitchen connected.
Yes, and it is over. We'll say it's over here for this sense, but it's behind the bar.
Behind the bar. Right, I think I'm gonna go into the kitchen and rummage around to find some instead of wasting the ration. Instead of using ration.
We should go check all the rooms, including the ones on the second
Probably.
floor.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Buddy pairs?
Buddy pairs.
Buddy
Cam's
pairs.
outside. Cam's outside alone though. Well, actually, he's got.
He's got
Oh,
Glint
yes,
with him.
yeah.
Yeah.
also,
Glint didn't
Plug
come
can
out with
go-
him.
Glint
Plug
didn't.
can
No.
go to camp.
Glint came up to the common room, but
We
I
take
mean,
a
Cam
step.
can easily dive back inside, can't he? So.
What are you doing outside Cam first?
sitting in whatever chair is closest to the door and burying my head in my hands.
Okay.
Just saw something terrible with involved a child.
Okay. And yeah, that's a lot for Cam to take in.
Yeah.
My food.
My elven ration.
Anyway, what is so Darius? Are you gonna go look around the? Are you gonna go look around the rest of the inn, make sure it is not inn/tavern, to make sure there's no other surprises.
Yeah, that'd be a good idea. Once we know it's secure, we'll go rummaging for supplies, I guess.
By the way, the fog has not dissipated from the outside. It is still foggy.
Oh.
Carbon, you want to go check the second floor?
Could I roll a? That's gonna be a really shitty roll for me.
You roll perception check.
I want to sort of gauge what the fog is. Does it appear natural? Does it appear
So
unnatural?
roll an investigation check with disadvantage.
I'd like to.
Investigation with.
Yes.
Same for me as well.
Yes, disadvantage for both of you. It's
Okay.
fog. I mean, it looks like fog, but
Yeah, I got a 6.
I got a.
Oh, wait.
19.
Sorry.
Disadvantage.
With disadvantage. Okay.
Yeah, because the
I rolled
first
13.
one I rolled was a 17, and the second one was a 12. So.
Looking at it, it's not natural. Like, because you have had experience with unnatural, necromancy, things like that. This is not natural fog. You're not a weatherman. You can't really explain how fog works, but this ain't normal fog, from what you can see. Something is creating this, or is keeping it here, and the origin of it you're starting to deduce is probably somewhere in the middle of the village. The rest of the village here. Yeah.
But as of now, we're still kind of fucked. So.
Mm-hmm.
So instead of doing an investigation around the inn, I'm going to. If I were to create holy symbols, would I be able to sort of ward it off?
I mean, you could certainly try. I mean,
Certainly try.
Yeah.
In some form, like create some form of like holy protection, just even if it just eases Darius's mind.
You're not a cleric.
I'm not a cleric,
You
but
can certainly try.
I do channel the power of my god in a way.
And those would be religion checks. Be really
Yep.
high, but it'll be a religion check.
Okay. Just one roll, one die.
How many do you want to make?
I'd want enough to sort of cover the building, sort of have like a barrier around the building.
Okay, so you'll need to go out and probably need to do 4, and those would be on basically each of the corners of the building.
Yep.
I'll have Plode go with him.
Okay.
Also remember there's a hole in the wall here, I think.
No, there's a window there.
Well,
There is no hole there.
No, there's now a hole there. Yeah.
there was a window.
Shit. We need to block that up.
Before he does, it's mini Plode. Shit, I can't lift anything.
It's probably still stronger than you.
I'm guessing he can't lift giant rocks that he would find or giant shit and like stuff it.
I mean, there's tables in the inn.
Yeah.
Okay, well, fuck it. Plode's gonna start boarding that up by just kind of putting stuff there.
Anyone have proficiency in carpentry?
I have proficiency in stonework, but I don't think I'm gonna make anything that quick.
So these rolls I'm making, well, it's just one die per the roll, yeah?
Mm-hmm. Now you're walking out there. Are you watching? Are you kind of like how alerted are you?
I would be scanning my immediate surroundings prior to attempting to put this down.
Roll me a perception check.
Are you going with him?
Plode will be.
So
What is he already out there? Did you already go out, Darius?
Yeah, he's outside.
Oh shit. Plode's gonna put the tables, the last one down and run to him.
I'd probably be on the corner near camp, to be fair, being the first sort of corner outside the door.
Alright.
While he does that, over here, you want to go check the rest of the rooms and part of the cavern?
So you walk outside, Darius. You hear a guitar on a rooftop down the street, and everybody used to
ding, 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 ding.
Mm-hmm. Like so. And it sounds familiar to you. Like somebody that used to be in your party that plays guitar.
Scanlan?
Hazard?
Does Plode hear this?
If you want to roll one for blood, you can.
Cocked.
Oh, that is Cash doing that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 'cause Cash has got all the sound files for it.
Can he still talk while doing that?
I rolled a
And
4.
yeah,
Indeed, I can.
Darius, you look around, Darius, and it's coming from the roof of the inn, like on top of the roof.
Taza, are you up there?
I was wondering how long it was going to take you to notice me.
Sorry, we're not all ninjas.
Over the edge of the roof, you're going to see not the grizzled old Tazar that you know from the city, but Tazar as you saw him go into the mansion.
What?
Yeah.
All you're gonna hear from inside the building is a rear yell, Tazar!
You just hear the clatter and scramble as he tries to get his way
Sees through,
the door.
sees through Plode's eyes, sees Tazar.
And
Oh,
Tazar's
bloody
going
hell.
to jump down to the street level in front of you.
In front of me.
Yep. Nice to see you again.
You're not old right now. That confuses me.
Why would I be old?
Oh no.
What? Is there a role I can make to have it wouldn't be an insight check because he's not. I don't know. I mean, an insight check would be checking if he's lying. I want to sort of now that he's sort of like right next to me,
Mm-hmm.
and as I'm looking at him, I guess it would be a perception or an investigation check on his appearance.
Okay.
Any,
What are you looking for?
I'm looking for something that like maybe
Are you trying to figure out if he's a ghost or not? Is that what's happening here?
I'm trying to figure out
Toss a rock.
if it's either an exact replica from my memory that I know of Hazar as I've seen him, or if there's discrepancies or
So roll me
like
an
there's
investigation check.
Toss a
Dude.
fucking rock.
that's going to be 22.
Looking at him, he's not corporeal by any means. Like he's not.
He's physical.
It's a physical person. Now
So he is corporeal.
Yeah, well, non-corporeal, excuse me. But it's a person. He's there. It's Tazar from all that you can really tell. Like honestly, it is Tazar the day that you guys left him in the mansion. The one added difference though is he does have a raven on his shoulder. Other than that, it's Tazar. So
Where was the last place we met?
You mean when we met initially, or the last place I saw you?
The last place you saw me.
In the mansion.
Makes sense for this version of him, yes. How do I fucking play this? The So you last saw me in the mansion. How long were you in the mansion?
Uh,
Zach's like, fuck. Why is he asking this question of all questions?
no, I just it felt like I was in there for a month or more.
Bet we never asked. old Tazar if it was he spent an actual 50 years in there or not. So
Old Tazar?
that was out of character.
Okay.
Float's just gonna kind of point to Tazar and be like, I don't understand.
Oh, you lost weight.
Yeah, a very recent incident.
I don't want to know.
Aww.
Aww.
There's a rear coming around the corner at this point.
He was booking it, and as he was exiting the door, he saw Cam and decided he should probably stop and ask, what's wrong, basically. So that's on pause until the Tazar
Okay.
conversation.
All right.
Are we continuing with the Tazar conversation?
Yeah,
or pausing it?
continue with the Tazar. I just was wondering what we were doing with that. Sorry. Go ahead. You two keep going. Sorry.
I've lost weight. You've lost, age?
Lost age.
We saw you a week ago. You were how old? 70?
Brexit says, hold up, mother.
Yeah, his mom's talking to
Yep.
him.
Oh, pause.
Yep.
Thought motherfucker.
Brexit's trying to gather his thoughts about what's happening. What is happening?
You see, Mom, there's this partner of ours who just showed up. Except he's much younger this time.
Time travel.
Wibbly wobbly, timey wimey.
Yep.
So, personally, I'm thinking there's now two versions of Tazar somehow. I forget, the Tazar we saw before, was he welcoming, like he looked like he knew us?
I mean, if you want to roll a history check to see if you remember that, I can possibly give you that information.
Sure, no harm done. 20, non-natural.
So, you remember when you initially met the old Tazar that he wasn't really excited to see you guys, but he wasn't disappointed either. He was very much just neutral about how he was acting around you guys. Like, oh, there was no, he wasn't very friendly, but he wasn't hostile. So,
I can't remember if there was any real chat with Tazar other than
and no, there wasn't.
Hmm.
That you guys never really
got the chance to talk with him.
Sure, wouldn't
terribly.
have known the original one anyway.
Yeah, but
Yeah, so-
you guys as a group, like, you guys really didn't get in like super personal conversation with the old Tazar. So it was very much very business oriented on the couple times that you guys did talk to him.
I have two theories in my head. Either time made us basically non-existent to Tazar, in other words, somehow split off, but that won't explain aging. I don't know.
I'm going with my out of character theory. Aliens.
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 By the way, while Brexit's away, Carbon, you want to go check the rest of the tavern?
I suppose it'll keep you from getting crushed.
I mean, Cam and Arrear, if you guys want to have your conversation until Brexit gets back,
Yeah,
I guess
that would
we
be
could.
a really good time.
That would be
All
the
right.
time to do it. So
So we're
go ahead, you two.
sliding out the door. And basically somewhat loses his balance. Instead of turning to the left to go out, looks to the right and sees Cam. He kind of just stops and goes to the right of Cam and sits down and says, "You don't look too well. What's wrong?"
What do you think is wrong?
Well,
I was a child down there.
Well, yes. I have a feeling there may be more created like him as well, due to the current state of this town, but Rear's just kind of gonna twiddle his thumbs, like he's got no clue what to say or even. Yes.
God damn it. I changed it too. Freaking not do that. Hang on.
Attention, citizen.
Turn off when do not disturb. There we go.
It is
Continue.
brought to my attention
There's
that you have...
Brexit.
Yeah. Finally
All right.
got it.
Continue, you two. You two continue.
Rear's he's twiddling his thumbs and basically he's gonna say, "Well, I mean, I can't do anything about the lost child, but I mean, I can share alcohol with you if you want." And he's gonna kind of hand over his mug to Cam.
Cam's just gonna take it without looking, smell it to see how strong it is.
It's pretty strong. I mean, for
Cam's
elven
gonna
ale,
down it.
Okay.
Oh, shit!
Okay.
Rear's gonna look
Cam?
wide-eyed.
Roll me a Constitution saving
Yeah,
throw, please.
I saw that one coming.
Wrong fucking one. There it is.
Because it's a big tankard too. Like Arrear's tankard is quite huge because he's a dwarf. Boom.
You could use it to club you to death.
Mm-hmm. Should get him the one that auto refills itself every time it's empty.
What? There's
Oh god.
okay.
No.
That is cocked.
Fucked. Yeah.
New goal.
New goal.
12.
Okay. So you're tipsy, but you're not flat out passed out drunk yet. You kind of take the whole thing and down it. You just kind of tip it over and then hand it back to your rear. And yeah, you're buzz. You're now buzzed. You got a pretty good buzz. Probably have another one. You're gonna be drunk. Probably.
I found a Rear's flask.
Rear's gonna take the tankard back, basically like hold it upside down and shake it to see if anything falls out, and nothing comes out, and he's just like wide-eyed in amazement, like, "Whoa."
Oh.
That you definitely. I assume you like kids.
That you could have phrased that better.
I. Rear's.
Now you're on the list.
Out of character. Nice one. In character, Rare's not gonna understand what you meant. He's gonna be like, I what?
You're God damn it, Vinny, that phrasing, fuck's sake.
You like children?
I can't take the little rugrats running around breaking things. Well, I've had some
You should
bad.
stop.
They usually explode in the lab.
Well, they touch the powder, but I know a lot of other.
You
They
should
touch
stop.
the powder. Oh, shit. Sorry, buddy. Turn it back.
But I know a lot of people like them. God damn it.
He's just digging his
I-
hole like further and further.
I'm just waiting for Cam just
Gaza-
to walk away. Like from
Cam
this.
is just saying you should stop.
Very well. At least I could say I'm sorry. And Rear's gonna kind of pull out a second smaller like flask and just kind of drink it himself.
Down the whole thing yourself.
He's not gonna down it. He's gonna start sipping at it, and then he's debating whether or not he wants to offer a second one.
It's his fucking Slurpee cup.
This is not. It's just like a tiny. Yeah, basically.
This little
Anyway.
baby.
Cam's gonna reach into the bag of holding and pull out a bottle of wine.
Oh, shit.
Cam has a fair amount of alcohol.
Does. He hasn't been drinking a lot of it in openly like this.
Mm-hmm.
And
For his room.
while he's continuing in drinking, we'll hop back to the Tazar and Darius conversation that is currently going on outside with Plode. So
Yeah, I didn't really have much time to think of a fucking thing while I had my mother talking to me.
okay.
So that was fun, and I kind of lost track of the conversation where we were.
So you found out that this is
It's
this is
real.
it's
A
real.
person.
It's a person. It's Tazar. And the last thing he remembers was being in
A mansion for a month.
what he felt like was a month.
Yeah.
So
But it's hard to tell, your perspective of time when you can't see night and day.
yeah. And also other dimension bullshit.
Yes.
So
I mean, we were in there for 50 fucking years.
So
Like this entire time, Darius has been sort of apprehensive toward, like, he's not being like, "Oh, Tazza, my friend." He's sort of wary towards Tazza this entire time.
and I'm assuming you're not trying to hide, you're not trying to be deceiving about that. You are
No,
pretty much very
he's
open, very like
he's very
skeptical as shit.
Yeah, he is skeptical as shit.
Yeah.
Aliens.
God damn, shut up, guys, and your stupid theory. I mean, actually, technically speaking, those theories are correct. We fought aliens the other day.
Haha.
What's with the raven? The crow? Anyone hear the question? Or did
Yeah,
my
he's
mic
here.
cut out?
You're good.
I didn't know if my mic had cut out.
The Raven just looks at you, and you see him flap a couple times, then fly over to you, land on your shoulder. So now it's over on Darius. And he just kind of sits there, and it looks at you.
It's looking at me. I'm
Shit's
looking
on
back
your
at it.
shoulder, You take 1d6 to your dignity.
So it's sat on like one of my pauldrons, right?
Yeah, it's on your pauldron, and it's just like staring at you.
I'm sort of just staring back at it, like, the fuck.
And you see it like walking closer, like it starts like does the little slow walk closer to your face.
Tick, tick,
Wobble,
tick,
wobble.
tick.
Nope, stop that. Stop that. No. Back, birdie. Back. Back.
And then it just crows in your face and flies away. Just "Rah!" and then flies off your shoulder. And just disappears off into the town.
To be honest, I
then.
have no idea. It was just kind of hanging around.
Is this a pole door or a swing door?
It's a The swing door.
Lynn's gonna poke his head out after hearing the crow call.
Yep.
Bird?
Other birdie?
Oh wait,
Uh,
there's a hole here.
Yeah.
he just flies and lands on top of the barricade.
Oh yeah. Guess there would be space.
What?
Oh,
Oh,
okay then. Darius now bringing his attention back to Hazar. Quotation, Hazar.
Azar.
How did you find us?
I woke up here and I heard commotion. I had a look.
Commotion?
I saw you guys and tried to see if I could get your attention.
So you woke up here, you heard the commotion going on, and decided to get our attention.
Yeah, I waited until you came outside.
It seems a bit too coincidental, don't you think? Even for a story, even for this, there's something not right in this town, and I'm you being here like you are is throwing me.
Why is it throwing you? I mean,
Because we met you after the mansion.
sorry.
Yeah,
That's
You
that's
in
not
the
possible.
you were in the capital of the Elven Land here, but you were older.
Older.
Yes, older.
Why would I be older?
However many years you spent in the mansion, or however you got sent back here, maybe not into the same time. What I had assumed.
Oh no, I said it felt like about a month. Could have been longer. Could have been shorter. But went to sleep and then I woke up here.
Can I, from during that conversation, there's a point I should have rolled an insight.
Yeah. Roll an insight. Go ahead and roll it.
Yeah, I just feel like an insight roll needed to happen
Mhm.
in there.
Mm-hmm.
Natural 20.
He is being 100% truthful.
Oh, what the fuck?
He's not lying. And you can tell he's not lying. So.
I obviously when I came out of the building, I saw Cam.
what's that?
I will.
Egg.
Obviously, when I came out of the building, I saw Cam in the
Mhm.
middle of his
Mm-hmm.
existential crisis.
Mm-hmm.
Realistically, I would love to get somebody who's more versed in arcane knowledge than me right now.
And
I wouldn't trust a rare.
through the fog, by the way, as you guys, as you guys are conversation, you hear more flapping, and more than just one raven is now coming back towards the group. There's about 8 of them, and they all. The one that looks like the one that was on your shoulder goes back to on top of Tazar's head like that and falls off. No, but it lands there, and then and the other ones do something very weird. You watch them as they phase together and create a being that is very unknown to you, Darius. You don't know. It's as this being forms, it's very has very feminine qualities to it. Has a mask. It's black and it's covered with raven feathers. And it forms right in front of Tazar, and it just points to Tazar. It doesn't say anything.
So like here-ish.
Yeah, it'd be like right there. Yeah.
So Cam could,
You
on hearing the flapping, could see her.
Yes.
And would he recognize this figure of
Roll a
Royal Bearing.
religion check
Corvian
with
royal bearing.
advantage.
Ooh.
Damn, you already beat me to it.
There's my other one. $20 total.
And that's why I locked my things.
And it's just pointing at you, Cam. You notice this? It's very. It has the garments and look of a representative of the Raven Queen, and you have read about that within your studies. It was one of the older gods for humanity before Christianity, like before the Cataclysm, and when Christianity and all the other ones, like the modern ones, came to be, it really died out of favor. Like nobody follows it really anymore.
And
But
I'd know roughly where her alignment and
yes,
values are.
yes, and it is
Yeah.
it is default. There's nothing really changed. Just Goddess of Fate, all that fun stuff. So, and you see her point. You see the being point, and then it places a hand on Tazar's shoulder, and Tazar, you feel it kind of like burn, kind of in your upper part of your shoulder, like on the front side of it, and you just watch as after she touches that, and you kind of feel that burning. The ravens just dissipate and they fly away, and the being's gone. So
Tazar, for his part, looks with a mixture of recognition, confusion, and disbelief. All at once.
all at once. And
We'll have
Darius,
an existential crisis.
Are you having an existential crisis, or did he get summoned again?
He got summoned again.
He got summoned again.
Meanwhile, Plode is having an existential crisis.
Yeah, Plode in the rear, and the rear's pummeled.
woman.
Plode don't understand to master. Please switch with Plode.
Please tell me there's a construct making family in Dwarf Kingdom called Debates.
Debates.
Uh-huh.
So, Darius, did you
That's
hear
debate.
that, or do I need to go over what happened while you were AFK?
I heard spatterings through her door.
So basically, the being touched Tazar on the shoulder, on the front part of the shoulder, and you guys watch as like some sort of like, it almost like a branding of sorts on his shoulder. And then as soon as she was done, the being was done, it just dissipates, and you just see all the feathers and the ravens flying away, except the one that was on Tazar's shoulder. That is literally what you just witnessed.
Tazar has a look of recognition, a little bit of confusion, and a lot of what the fuck on his face.
And the fog begins to dissipate as well, by the way.
Okay. What a weird time and place this is.
Darius like, I need to drink.
Darius is like, I need to go. We need to go. I'm Commander Shepard.
I'm Commander
That's
Darius.
Darius right now.
And this is my least favorite
I'm
town on
Crusader
the
Darius, and I.
planet.
What do you mean? There's free booze.
There is free booze. That's.
I might actually steal a bottle.
Go ahead, continue, you two. This is pretty good.
So, what was that?
No. It was a dream. No. It was only no.
No,
He
that
didn't
happened
even.
in front of me.
Tazar
This is
didn't
not a
even
dream.
hear you. He's kind of what the fucking in his own head. And he's just kind of mumbling to himself,
Darius, in his
no,
own
it shouldn't have
confusion,
been real.
is sort of is going to outstretch both of his hands, put them on the upper arms of Tazar's, like either on both arms,
Mm.
and sort of give him a shake, going, "This is not a dream. What the fuck was that?"
He just kind of shakes his head and I don't know.
You don't know.
I don't know.
But clearly, there's some connection here.
I mean,
And now the
obviously,
folks-
but
Now the fog's leaving. I do not have the knowledge on this crap to be able to deal with this. I need a drink.
Cam, by the way, you heard all this conversation. You do hear Darius
Like
speaking. 'Cause you
freaking
get-
out.
Yeah.
Cam don't care.
Cam don't care. Okay. All right.
Cam is drinking.
All right. Cam is drinking. All right.
Drink the pain away.
Rear is gonna swap places with Plode.
What, you're gonna come running over and push Plode out of the way?
No, Plode right
Oh,
now is
fuck.
having a complete and total error.
Breakdown.
Yeah.
Error.
System
Error.
overload.
Plode can't, logic routine as follows. Plode dreaming,
Like a
error, Plode
capacitor
can't dream.
exploded.
Error 404.
Error.
Yeah,
Error
404.
404.
Plode.exe has stopped working.
Execute subroutine, not caring.
All right, so Rear's
Bye.
now over there.
Like, is it a pure switch, or are you just coming over to
There's,
the side?
there you go. They're
Hi,
walking.
Cam.
We swapped. So now I'm, yeah. Plode is now with,
So
yeah.
So, just from my perspective, was that like, you literally, Plode disappeared for a split second, then you reappeared?
No.
Or was
No,
that
I think
you
they
literally walked
just-
away?
Plode walked off.
Walked in opposite directions.
Correct.
Okay.
Because Plode couldn't handle it
So I'm just
anymore.
making sure. I'm just making sure that there wasn't just a random magical shift here between two
No.
positions,
No.
because that would have made
I think that
made
would have
Darius
broke
go.
Brexit even
"What in the
worse.
fuck?"
He would have been like, "Ah!" Brexit just runs away
Darius would have
screaming.
reacted kind of aggressively. E.g., you would have had a round 2 of what happened in the engineering bay, because he would have been. He's not right here. Everything's weird. Shit's going on, and the next thing he doesn't need a random fucking rear appearing next to him. He will panic and go and start throwing fists.
Darius, what you just
he's-
witnessed would be what you guys would probably consider heresy too, by the way. Like, this is full blown
Yeah,
yeah, it's a
that's
whole
high
other damn
levels of
god.
heresy. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I mean, do you fuck with a being that's clearly more powerful than you, though? That is the question.
that's the question.
It's not like I'm going to attack the courtier of the Raven Queen, am I? So.
Did you recognize her?
He didn't.
Well,
But he
Cam
out of
hasn't said
character.
anything yet.
Yeah, he out of character. That's out of character though.
that's out of character.
Anyway, continue,
Also, there's
Darius.
probably a lot of shock and stun at what the fuck just happened. Like a woman, just a person appearing out of ravens.
Yeah.
I may have fought some silly people using necromancy. I've never seen that bullshit.
Welcome to the old magics, man. This is gonna get real. So, anyway, continue, Mr. Darius.
As a rear comes over, here, you talk to Tazza. I need a drink.
Rear's gonna look up. You too? What the fuck? It seems like
Cam is
everyone's
so
Cam's
weird.
gonna hold
Nice.
out the bottle to Darius.
Because he's heard everything going on. He's like, yeah, you need one too, I get. Now he's just gonna sort of grab the bottle in it, accepting the offer, and just take a swig and hand it back.
So it's a wine bottle, but at least half of it is absinthe.
Oh boy.
Oh shit!
Yeah, he drinks some heavy shit, man. You know.
All the
And I
Constitution
just took a
saving
fucking
throws.
swig.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's just the Rear and Tazar and the Raven.
Are we done decking the tavern?
I mean, yeah, there's nothing else that you guys have found. So,
Rear's gonna
Garbage, said the Raven.
garbage.
Rear's gonna tug on Tazar's basically, clothes and be, "Hi Tazar."
And oh,
He's like,
the rear,
Tazar.
and
Yes.
he's gonna look down, see a rear. He's gonna very quickly check him for any explosives that he might have in his hand.
His-
Empty tankard, I don't think he has explosives.
He doesn't have explosives in his hand, no.
Yeah, well, he feels
In his
safe.
back
Tazar
pocket,
feels
though.
safe for now. Then,
He
He,
did.
in his right hand, contains an empty giant tankard that Rear is looking at slightly depressed. And in his left, he has a flask, also empty. Either way.
Moves on him, he's depressed.
Hi, Tazar. So, how did you lose age?
I
What?
didn't.
What do you mean? We met you like a week, 2 weeks, somewhat ago. You were what, 70 years old? You got out of the mansion, the wizard magical time.
Tazar in front of us is 70.
Yeah,
Tazar in
it's
front of
elves.
you is 120, I think. But he
Yeah.
looks. We're
He looks
talking,
like he's
apparent
30.
age, not.
Yeah, he looks like he's in his mid to late 20s, early 30s. So,
Did you go back into the mansion and somehow go back in time?
No, I was in the mansion. I found myself a corner to sleep in and went to sleep, and then I woke up here.
So if you're here at this age, who's the other guy who's like much older than you who we left?
That would be a question that I would be very interested in finding out the answer.
Now, question out of character, would Arir have seen the crow thing happen through Plode?
yeah, I mean, Plode was there.
Okay,
So,
I wasn't sure if the crow thing was just like
no,
only...
you saw it. Everybody that was in that area saw it. The only person who didn't see it was Gauze. So, and
And
Carban.
is-
Yeah, yeah.
And is that Raven still actually there? Like
Yeah,
the
that
one...
one's still hanging
The soul
around.
one is, all the rest of them are gone, apparently.
Arir's gonna kind of lean around Tazar and look at the Raven and kind of
And it's
look up.
looking right back at you, like, quizzically, that look of, like, tilting its head and looking at you.
Want to smash?
I'm gonna
fucking
guess it has something to do with your Raven friend. Do you know who that is? And while he's saying that, he's gonna kind of break off a piece of bread or something that he has and like hand it out to the Raven
You
to
gotta attempt
see
to feed the Raven.
see if it wants food.
It just looks at you. It doesn't do anything. It just kind of the little head tilts back and forth and it's blinking.
Well, guess he doesn't want it. Plode's gonna eat it. Not Plode, Arir.
Rear.
Flo's gonna eat it. Here, chew this for me. And look at this, lowers his head back and allows Plo to spit it into his mouth.
So while Rear does that, Guz can be like, so what am I missing here? Because apparently the mansion of Rear, you were talking the same one about where that wizard was?
Hey, Rear, who the hell's that?
Oh, this is Gazik. Well, yeah, I invited him to our
Who's
group.
it?
Yeah.
Of course you did.
Well, you see, it's been about... How long has it been since the mansion escapade out of character? Like,
Month.
Like a month and a half.
3 weeks, a month.
Yeah.
you see, Tazar, it's been about a month and a half since the whole mansion thing concluded.
Mansion thing?
Okay, so I wasn't completely off base when I said it felt like I was in there for a month.
Well, yeah, but to our knowledge, or what we were told, the mansion was it caused time to travel a lot faster on the outside than it did on the inside. So that's... Yeah, there was a mage.
You got to explain this to fucking.
Arrear's gonna kind of...
Got it.
Arrear's gonna sit down, turn to Gazik, and then basically hold out his hand and start counting the issues and all the things that he can remember. There was a mansion with a mage in it. We went
Isn't
into...
that one we killed?
Correct.
Who
Wait, were you...
think saw in the cellar.
Yes. Yep, that
Oh, we definitely saw him in the cellar.
same one. We killed him, but he's back. That mansion we entered caused time to travel at an accelerated rate for all of those who were out... No, wait, was it opposite? And we're just gonna kind of
Inside,
like
you idiot.
flip his hand around
We
and...
were in a time. We got put into.
You guys
I
were
think,
in the
I think he's
time
still in
bubble.
character. I think he's still in character.
You guys were
Yeah.
still in the time bubble, Minnie.
Correct. Everybody's gonna flip his hand around and say, "No, wait,
Mhm.
that's reversed. We were in the time bubble."
Time mansion?
Long story short, as Arrear's kind of holding his head.
Timey-wimey, wibbly-wobbly.
As you hear
wobbly,
Cam,
timey-wimey.
now drunk, talking about weemy-wimey bullshit in the background.
We visited
Go
the
ahead,
end
man.
of the world.
What? I mean, fighting wizards and everything, but end of the world?
What?
Correct. That's about...
Yeah, ancient dragons cause cataclysms. Have fun.
The conclusion to this fix was for one of us, that would be Tazar, who stands before you exactly as we last saw him in the mansion, to go...
He bows a little, just like, no, thank you, thank
But-
you.
Yes, that's me.
By the way,
I
welcome
saved the
back,
world.
Tazar. And he went back in time. There was another mage there, and a little dragon with the... Never mind. He went back in time to...
Just throw random details into the story just to confuse him more.
That dragon was small.
Sorry.
It was little, like coins. It was in a box.
It-
Anyway,
It was a pseudo dragon.
Tazar went back in time because there was another mage there. I think it was a mage. Yeah, probably. And he prevented the end of the world. He's gonna kind of... The rear's gonna head spinning, look up at Tazar and be like, "Yeah, is that correct?"
Bazar's gonna kind of shrug and nod.
However, the
How
problem
did
was...
prevent the end?
It destroyed the dragon egg that the world-ending dragon was going to hatch from.
I guess if you kill it at the source, that works.
But there was a
Oh,
big
that's
problem with this plan. There was no... For whoever went back, there was no other way out.
That there seems to be an issue with that, given he's right in front of us.
That's... Yeah.
Part of the confusion?
Dang, yeah, that's it.
Oh.
And
I also
also...
want to point this out to the staff, but his character's knowledge. You have met older Tazar.
I know.
Yeah.
So you're probably wondering why there's two people that we seem to know called Tazar.
Yeah. There's
Now-
a lot going on at the time.
Gazik as well, there's a
Gazik.
secondary problem. You see,
Oh,
Tazar,
Yes,
as
if
we...
you were- F-
Well,
Continue.
it is hard to... Hang on. Tazar, as we see him here, is exactly how he was before he went through the time thing to go break the egg.
So not old and working with the prince
Correct.
or king, as I forget now.
So
fucking
we don't.
Tazar's just like, what?
That's
Tazar's just letting them figure this out at this point. He's also just still kind of what the fucking over just what just happened. So
As
so
well as the new information being thrown at him.
additional confusion aspect of this as well is through Plode, while Darius was still here with Plode, and who I guess I will call you Young Tazar to simplify this, I hope.
I would prefer to be called Tazar, but
Well, okay.
because
I mean,
whoever's
that
in the
old
city
Tazar.
isn't Tazar. I'm Tazar.
Okay.
Yeah, you guys were like all happy to see him, but he was maybe either not.
Well, my personal recollection's a little vague. I remember
I mean, I remember you jumping at him like an idiot.
I remember that, and then I remember not making it, and there was something about a touchdown. Either way.
Wow.
my
What?
God. Oh, the joke about Carbon like taking him like a football and slamming him
Biking.
down.
I
Wow.
Biking
Touchdown,
fucking
yeah.
over it.
So, but that's beside the point. The other, well, there's a lot of points. The other confusion I saw through Plode about 13 ravens, as you currently see on the ground beside Tazar, form into what looked like a maybe human female crow bird lady thing. I don't know. Stand beside Tazar and touch Tazar's shoulder.
I just want to make a joke here that Star will definitely get. I've got fast weapons!
Oh God. Here's a great soul of a boss.
Which brings me
References. Yeah.
Which brings me to why I am here explaining this, despite the fact that I'm not great with keeping track of things, because Plode had a
Yes, knowing you.
Plode had an error 403, and logic did not match, so he is now
The rune
swapped.
break.
Well, there's probably gonna have he had to execute subroutine, no longer caring. So yeah,
No longer caring.
Darius broke at this as well, and is now over drinking with Cam, who's also broken.
I don't think Darius should be drinking after the state he's been in.
I
And maybe it'll help him.
It numbs the pain.
He'll just be
What is
resurrected
pain?
again anyway, and it
Resurrected. What?
healed, resurrected.
No,
with the
I've not been
resurrection
resurrected at
scroll.
any point. I've never been resurrected.
Only
Mini.
Only
Sorry.
you have mini.
Bad slip of the tongue. Healed from near death.
Yeah.
I've been knocked unconscious. That's only it.
We'll check his head later as well, but for now, that's currently where we find ourselves at. My guess is that for simplicity, we'll just call it the Crow Lady, will have something to do with Tazar catching himself, out of character. Rear catches himself from saying young Tazar, currently being here. But it looks like the Crow Lady has flown off. Rear's gonna kind of chuckle to himself at his own joke.
Oh God, this is not the time.
I
Think
tried.
This is what you do to people. Why do you do this?
I tried offering that crow over there food to see if I could talk to it or have a convers. Wait, and Arir's gonna get an idea. Wait, hang on. Out of character, does Arir know, Gazik, you have the ability to talk to animals?
It's not talk. It's basic gesture. I can see if it needs anything, if it's in danger
Does
or anything. But
He can
that's for
feel its
animals.
emotion, like if it's
Yeah.
scared or something like that.
Yeah. Is there anything I can tell by it? Is if I'm gonna walk up to it, see if I can figure anything out about it. This raven, what it's doing here.
This raven. By the way,
Taking a shit. Got it.
no. This raven.
I heard your belt buckle.
No. No. That was picking up jeans that have my belt on it. So, no. This
Oh, so you
raven.
just dropped your jeans off. Great.
I'm wearing shorts. For the love of God. Okay.
Undershorts don't count.
Wearing 2 pairs of boxers, Waller, does not classify as putting on shorts.
No, they're gym
Oh,
shorts. It's gym shorts. Don't worry about it. No. You look at it, Gazik. This is not a natural raven. You look at it, you can't read anything.
Got it, Raven Lady. Yeah. Tazar,
It-
did
it
you
just
see
looks
this Raven Lady?
What?
Did you see this Raven Lady that Rear's talking about?
Uh, yeah.
yeah.
I
you
have no
fucking
idea
did.
what that was all about.
It.
you know?
You know, Rear, I'm not sure whether I like the fact that I've joined this group. It's very interesting. It's breathing new adventure, I'd say. But it's, kind of getting on the supernatural, very scary side.
Arir's he's gonna shrug and say, "I welcome to the group.
Welcome to the group.
Yes.
Glad you're one of us."
I think after this conversation, I'm gonna be joining the double over there drinking.
Everyone's gonna get fucking drunk. That's what's happening.
Tazar, do you know and or have any information as to what the crow lady is?
No, I have no idea.
Does anyone here have any information?
Can I roll to see if maybe Arir would know something?
You're short on change.
You just now saw that.
I think I'm just now seeing it again.
Like, out of character, I have no idea what this crow lady is, so I don't know if this would be something Arir would have any knowledge of or not.
You can try and roll with disadvantage. You're not gonna. I don't think you would have any knowledge on it, or honestly, with your background.
Okay.
So
It's
Screw it,
a,
I'll try it.
Religion check, isn't it?
yeah, you mean disadvantage religion check. So
That's gonna be a high-ass DC for you.
so roll 2 tickets.
Don't worry, I rolled a 2.
Yeah, you have no idea. You
Okay.
haven't. You really don't know much about religion. You don't even know much about Dwarven religions either. So
Mm-hmm. That's an accurate statement, so
He's only learned about the bomb.
that's my god.
That's his religion.
the explosive.
Well, Tazar,
TNT.
I don't know.
Right.
I don't know who was the crow lady either, so did you meet or see anything in the mansion?
Oh, fucking hell. I got the wrong voice. One sec. Haven't either of you heard of the Raven Queen?
Crow Queen?
The Raven Queen. Misname her at your own peril.
Waller, would there be any chance that my character would know, given I'm a ranger?
Roll a religion check. Roll a religion check.
Disadvantaged?
Disadvantage.
By the way, Cam, I'm assuming you kind of shouted that since we're a bit
Yeah,
away.
yeah, I'm shouting that at you.
Gotcha. Okay.
This is the first time I've even heard of her.
Yep.
One.
Good one.
Well.
Bad news.
Your head is.
She's a god of death. Good news. She hates the undead.
Wait. A god of death hates the undead. Oh, probably because she can't kill them.
No, because it's their time. When you die, it's your time.
Oh. Well, Tazar, it looks like.
Minnie's like, oh, wow, I don't like this god.
And
No,
what does this
she
Raven
wouldn't
god
like
have
you.
to do with Tazar?
It seems she has a purpose for you.
Shall we go
Congrats,
talk to
Tazar.
Cam?
Looks like you're gonna die.
I mean, I was already
She
resigned
doesn't
to
take.
death, and now I'm
She
here.
does not take people before their time. She does not give people back after their time.
Does she tell people when it's their time? Or he's gonna shake his head and be like, never mind.
She
Yes,
tells
with
you it's
the
your
dinner
time when
bell.
she takes you.
Yes.
She tells you it's your time by knocking up and saying hello, and taking you with her.
It's like the fucking death planet in the retirement planet in fucking Futurama.
Rear's gonna walk back to Cam to
I'm assuming we'll move the conversation to the porch at this point.
yeah.
So
Don't touch me. I just like imagine a big, huge black hand grabbing me and pulling me up. It's like, ah, let go of me.
That's racist.
Whoa. Why'd you have to bring
Okay,
race into
gray
this,
hand.
Minnie? Why'd you have to bring race into this, huh?
He said black.
I'm sorry if it's
So?
more so gray, but yeah.
all right, boys. Continue. This is a good RP. I'm excited.
Tazar's gonna be coming around the corner
I-
and see the giant bull man and go, whoa!
Oh,
Holy shit!
and the bull man.
That's a big fella.
Yeah.
So,
Hi.
Rear's gonna.
so Cam,
Car-
I know
Carbon's
you're.
gonna give him a quick side eye.
Hmm.
Realize that he's probably a thief, and he's just gonna go back inside. And be like, I don't want to deal with this guy.
Rear's gonna poke his head around. Not my fault. That one's not my fault.
What do you mean that one?
Gozix. Well, he's just gonna stop talking and start and take a drink, but realize his mug is empty and be like, "Fuck shit."
I'm kind of out of character. I'm kind of lost. What happened with Minnie?
He is confused still. Because he went around and Carbon saw Tazar.
Tazar saw Carbon. Carbon saw Tazar.
Yeah.
Carbon wants nothing to do with Tazar because
A
reasons.
thief. Yeah, thief.
You know, he's a thief slash sneaky type, so Carbon doesn't like him, and Carbon has decided to go inside.
Meanwhile,
Cam,
Glint is just kind of checking out the Raven.
Yep, they're just like staring at each other.
Cam, I know. You know what? I think we should just sleep on this. Maybe start off in the morning. Give some thoughts, cause sounds like a lot's happened. More than I just found out.
Or you want to sleep? Might be a bad idea.
Oh.
Still in a
Uh,
ghost town with possibly undead people. I'm just putting that out there.
I mean, it was mentioned that we could hold up in a room or something, but I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
We're just gonna poke his head around again and to Gozzik and say, "By the way, did you ever put those the warning spell thing down that you were talking about earlier, or the alarm?"
It's the alarm spell. No, it turns out that requires, I forget That requires a bit of preparation. I don't use it often.
Now may be a good time for it.
And it's only like a 20-foot,
It's 24 hours, I think.
20,
Either
8 hour. Let's
8
see
hours.
here.
So
Okay,
what?
so it's a
prepare-
long
to
rest.
prepare a
20-foot
spell?
cube.
No, it lasts for 8 hours, but it's a 20-foot cube that
8
you
hours.
can place down, and then anything that goes through it will trigger it. So
Anything that I specify, or
yeah,
anything, but anything that I specify can go through it without triggering it.
yep.
Just a thought.
Yeah, and I only have one spell slot. Out of character, I only have one spell slot, so I'm gonna save it. Anywho. Yeah, guys, just probably just sit down and take one of the bottles he took from the bar and start downing it. Start sipping from
Tazar
it.
comes around the corner,
Phrasing.
and everybody is drinking except Tazar and
Tazar,
Carbane,
you want
who's
one?
gone off into the building somewhere.
Did somebody say something to Tazar? I couldn't hear them over.
Yeah,
I
they were
asked him if he
they were-
wants a drink.
Tazar's gonna pass. I mean, my first time back in the real world for a while. I think I'm gonna pass. I'm gonna want to be sober at the moment.
And with that advice, guys,
I do
he's
not-
gonna stop.
I do not like that fucking ominous fucking giggle by Waller there.
Yep. Anyway. Does Darius have anything else to say as Tazar comes around the corner with everybody else?
Darius just sort Darius is just sort of sat against the door frame,
Mm-hmm.
like I'm not 100% sure what the hell has just happened himself, and he's just not with it especially after hearing Cam's explanation. Like, I really do not want to be dealing with this right now.
Anybody got anything else, or are we gonna? You guys gonna sleep, or what's the plan?
Rear's got nothing.
I think we should fortify a room.
Yeah,
Once
45.
this bottle is empty, Cam's, mind you, sharing it empty.
Mm-hmm.
Cam's gonna get up and guess stop wallowing in self-pity would be the best way to describe it, at least for the moment, and go back inside and start looking through or searching through.
I think
Okay.
Carbine and Goz already researched the building.
For
Yeah,
threats.
it's already
For threats.
no threats.
No
At
threats.
least in this building, there's no threats.
Yeah, Cam
Uh,
isn't looking for threats. He's
can I-
going through like the register and shit for things that are useful
Hmm.
because these
Mine
people
are-
don't
Okay.
need it anymore.
Okay, at least someone else shares my
how
opinion.
was the fog? Is it dissipated by now,
It's
or
gone.
Just still
It's
going?
gone.
It
It's gone by
disappeared
now.
after the ravens vanished.
Left. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
And
the hell?
looking
Really?
out towards the rest of the town, there's nothing, no light, no nothing, right?
Nope.
No
It
movement.
is like what you guys saw when you came in.
We're back.
Brilliant. So this wasn't just some, death god shenanigans just trying to fucking mess around with us. Nope, this actually happened. Brilliant. I mean, it'd be kind of awkward, right? After the ravens disappear, we all go back in the tavern. It's full of people, and there's a bar to keep. Like, whoa, fuck.
Don't give
Nope.
Waller any ideas.
Nope.
It's an undead party.
I mean, have you not heard of all
Fucking
skeleton party?
The Brave starts playing, all bunch of zombies start dancing.
God damn it.
How far? Does the rear know that bookshop where we got the translate book?
Yeah.
It was Caravan that went and got it.
Yeah, Carbon went and got it.
I'm assuming I would have asked
It's
Carbon
the
where he got that.
Well,
You
it's
could probably
for
see
dummies.
it.
It's
I'm
a
back.
basic translation. It's basically it's a tourist fucking book.
Yeah, no, the book.
It's a useful phrases book. It's not a real book.
Yeah.
Right.
It's not a real
Yeah.
book. It's a. I'm walking around like Tijuana with a book on leave, trying to figure out what the fuck to say when I'm trying to order something.
Adonde es el baño?
Yeah,
stuff like that.
You
He
know,
doesn't care
us
too much about the
gorillas
book.
wandering around Thailand trying to find out where the ladyboy hookers are at.
damn it.
Adonde es
You just say
la punta?
you just say Bangkok.
Nah, he just wanted to know where the store was so he could see if there's any spells or engineering drawings or anything to that nature in there, or if he thinks there would be.
Probably
You're not allowed to go
Probably
get
not.
any more engineering drawings.
But personally, Gothic ones also go check it out to see if there's would be anything useful. Maybe like a full language book so you could learn Elven.
I say
Yeah.
the night,
Yeah.
and then we investigate the rest of the town in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
At least then we're not down on spells, and we're fully healed and everything.
I would
Gammon's
agree.
just gonna essentially loot the common room, specifically the register or whatever the fuck it'd be
Grab
behind the counter, I guess,
Point. Yeah.
and then check the other rooms, see if there are any other patrons.
Well, from the scene that we saw through the window, there was blood, there was arrows, so clearly there was some form of archer in there.
Mm-hmm.
Go
There's
just can
probably
go over to
somebody else's shit.
the ashes or dust of the what look to be the owner and grab his key.
Okay. You grab the key.
I'm able to lock this door here with it to the cellar.
Yeah. Yeah. You can lock it.
Lock. Now, is
We're all
this like
going
a keychain with a bunch of other keys, say for like the rooms?
One
shit?
key. It's got one key on it.
Okay, I'm gonna go
Somebody has a good
check.
locksmith.
Gonna go check and see if it works on the rooms.
Sounds like
Elven
there's a real
West.
good locksmith in town.
And they all fit into the keys. Like this is the master key for the whole inn. Now there is
Individual keys to the room.
yes for everybody
Yeah, that'd be
else,
good.
but he's got a master key for everybody. So
Basically, if you're a rowdy asshole that night and you're still passed out in the bar in the morning, he goes up to your room, takes a few coins out of your purse that you got up there.
yep. Gets his
Oh,
due,
yeah, no.
man. If you
Or just slightly more official explanation. So when someone loses the key, he can still get in.
As well, but hearing an echo.
Echo.
It's
Failed.
coming off when I speak. Now it's gone.
You're fucking
Okay.
loud.
Weird.
Hmm.
Oh, I'm
anyway.
sorry.
Anyway, so you guys are going to rest for the evening.
Yes.
Yes, we'll be taking
before we
a
rest,
for the evening.
I would like to use my last spell slot and
Okay.
put alarm 20 feet.
4 squares star.
Shit. Yeah, that's kind of.
Yep, you're gonna have to pick where it goes.
Well, if we
Here's
go
a hint.
upstairs,
We go upstairs into one of the rooms and we put it on the stairs up there.
yeah, that's exactly what I was about to say.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
So, which side are those rooms on?
They're all around. So on the second floor, you go. So there's a staircase, and then it's all around up here. So
I'm gonna
we'll
do
say
that.
for the case
Specify.
there. Okay. And so you set your alarm spell. Are you
Obviously
guys
not the
all in
trigger
separate
with-
rooms or in the same room?
Should probably bunk up just in case.
How many
Steal
beds are in
some
each
beds.
room?
You can steal beds from
Well,
rooms.
there is they're small enough that they have like a storage room and they move beds depending on how many people there are, but by default they kept one to a room. So but there is extra beds if you guys go and find them. They'd move around and say, hey, if you have multiple people, you got more than one.
Are there any of the rooms
So-
that already have multiple beds?
No, there's not.
I mean, we could just rip the mattress off one of those spare beds, throw it on the floor, and then we got 2 beds in a room instead of dragging the entire frame.
It's
Be
not
quicker,
exactly
more
a
efficient.
mattress.
I
in
know
this
it's not a
age.
mattress,
But yeah, we can do that.
so everybody can buddy
Okay.
up.
Remember, it's more
So
of a
what,
pile.
2 to a room or
We saying 2 to a room or what?
That sounds
Depends
good.
on how many can
Yeah,
fit
it's
comfortably.
up to you.
And
Yeah.
Carbon might have to take his own.
What is Carban doing by himself? Cash?
He's
Or his room?
yeah, he'll just find
Take 2
somewhere
beds.
that'll be relatively comfortable for himself and go to sleep.
Okay. You guys to
I mean,
sleep.
he slept
For-
on
force
freaking
him
like
to bunk
old
up.
crates and shit for years, so
Yeah, so he can pretty much sleep anywhere.
Force him
So,
to
Sleep
bunk
like
up
an
with
angel.
Tazza.
Oh god.
and Tazar is just gonna sit and meditate for a couple hours because he only just finished sleeping. So
yep. All right, and you all sleep for the evening with no issues. You guys
Awesome,
awake
so.
the next morning after your long rest.
Oh, so
Come
good
here,
to have all
you
my
awake?
shit back. Oh, you
Uh,
two bunking in the same bed? What the fuck?
Question, Waller.
No, same room.
Go ahead.
How much and what things was Cam able to find looting the common room and the other patrons' rooms for useful things?
There's a lot of common like housewares, like what people travel with, so food, like rations, bags.
Don't really care about the common houseware shit. More looking at
there was a
supplies
couple of
and,
gold
like-
pouches of like 50 gold in total. Like there wasn't a lot of money here, it seems. At
Any
least out in the
healing
open.
potions left behind? Or
No. Sadly, no.
I assume there's like this oil stockpile too.
Yeah,
That's the one common item I could think of.
Like oil, there's some
booze,
like flint
all
and
of the
stuff like
booze.
that. Booze, all the booze. Food ingredients. So
Okay, yeah, Cam's. Is it like in barrels or is it flasks?
the booze,
oil.
the booze,
Oil.
the oils are in. They kept them in smaller, like I'd almost say pitchers, if that makes sense. I know that's weird, but it's for like the oil lamps and stuff like that they had.
Mm-hmm.
So you could, they that's how they filled them, right? So they have a couple of that. They do have there is like a big cask of it that they have downstairs where they kind of keep like the main storage, but they have the smaller pitchers and stuff so they don't have to haul it all around all the time. They can just take the pitcher and go and put it in and then be done. It's small. It's almost like an old school, like an oil like one of those oil, like metal oil things from like the back in the day, like cartoons and stuff that you see all the time. Oh,
Metal oil things?
so like metal oil containers that they used to use to.
You talking like
Oh,
the oil
little pump
can
container,
from
the pump oil
Yeah,
can
the
thing.
old pump oil
like
can
from
things,
Wizard of
yeah.
Oz?
Yeah, something like that.
Okay.
Yes.
So think it was
Sorry.
like kind of thing.
Hmm.
When you makes weird noises when you put oil on stuff.
Like your chair?
Squeak.
I think that was a door.
Something like that. It's Amazon, but something like that. Not as fancy, but
That's fancy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like Tin Man had.
yeah.
Yep.
That'll be a lot safer than a pitcher.
Yeah.
Yeah, Doug's gonna go around the bar looking for see if there's any dwarven ale. Puddles.
It's all Elven. Pretty much. Mm-hmm.
Well,
Cam's gonna
what do you think
sniff
was
it,
gonna
see
be
how
out here?
strong it is.
You never know.
Is it like as strong as my shit, or is it?
It's like water compared to what you have and like what Rear
Nah.
has.
Cam is gonna
So-
ignore it then.
Like
Not
you
worth
guys
bothering.
like
Heresy!
you see,
It's Elven. It's pretty, all right.
you
Depends
guys
on which
watch
kind of
as,
elf you're looking at.
you see as like Arrear's trying to light it a little bit, like it if it doesn't give off enough to have it a fire on top of it, it's not strong enough. He's like trying to like say he had like a piece of flint trying to start it, it's just like not going anywhere. It just dies into the drink, into the alcohol. It is weak sauce. It is weak sauce compared to what you guys usually have. So
Did anyone follow it? Ah, Jesus.
How is
Did
that
anyone
to
completely
English?
check? Did anyone completely check the innkeeper's room?
No, I could go do that now.
Specifically?
Yes.
Actually, I don't think.
Are you saying this
I-
character or out of character?
Oh, I know. I checked for a
take-
key,
could-
so I would know what's inside.
I'm asking if anyone out of character went and checked the room, and it could be put in character just as a double check.
I mean, if nobody did it, then Tazar will say that he'll go and check it.
Well, I was
and he
going to
gets
go
the
and check as well.
key. You both go with Gauze. Gauze gives you guys the key, and you guys both go in there. And he
Keys are
does
for
have a room
plebs.
upstairs. Yeah. Oh, keys are for plebs. Are you just gonna pick it? Tazar's just
Yeah.
gonna pick it open. Okay. I won't even make you roll for it because it was pretty easy. You open the door, and yeah, it's quite a nice room. I mean, for how big this is, you expect it to be really nice. He does have a safe in here.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
And
have that
there
much money
is
behind the counter.
there's a lot of documents and stuff on his desk, and the safe is on the wall right off the wall near the desk. It is not currently open, it is locked.
I will, seeing as Tazar's with me, I will just Tazar close the safe. I don't have the skill to pick a safe.
Does the master key even work
Well,
on it?
It's
About
a
the-
safe, no.
Yeah. About this time, Cam would probably be coming up and
Well, I go through the documents, I guess.
Gauze and Arrear are in the common room. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I am.
Gauze is in them. Probably like, sitting down, sipping.
Carbon is
Trying
too.
to-
He kind of looks in and sees Darius and Tazar hiding up the safe, and he's like,
There's a stockpile of oil back there.
But
He
if
points
Carvan's
to-
in the common room, how is he looking up through the floor at us?
"Oh, they're on the second floor."
Yeah,
Yes.
it's on the second floor.
Okay, I thought it was like
It's
behind
hard
the bar.
No, it's up it's up here. It would be like up here. It was like 4 doors down from where you guys stayed at. So it'd be on this
All right,
side.
I reckon that.
Okay.
Anyway,
It's like say they're like up here somewhere.
I guess while
That's a
Tazar's going,
28.
Are you
Go off that.
checking for traps first, or was that to unlock it? Okay. And you unlock it, and you hear, and it unlocks and it opens.
I was about ready to go for a dex saving, throw the duck out of the way.
Shame.
I mean, it's an innkeeper save.
Yeah,
It's not some fucking.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
That's kind of why I was just like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna unlock it."
And then
Searching the safe.
all you
What's
hear
in
is,
there? What do I get?
oh fuck, it's got a shotgun in there.
You open it, and perception checks for people that want to. So Darius, Cam, and Tazar.
Cam's up there? Sweet.
I thought you said you were up there.
15.
So why'd
Common
you want
room.
to know why
common
we were
room.
in the
Okay,
common room
never
or
mind.
something?
21.
Yeah, there's more documents in here, ledgers. Looks like this guy he was very, very diligent with his paperwork. And yeah, you see there is bags of gold up there. And there is a box of, it looks like, very rare items or very expensive items, jewelry, things like that. He probably kept from the guests that were staying here, in a safe place so they wouldn't get stolen. Kind of thing.
Oh, the irony.
Oh, the irony.
I mean, he kept
Yeah, I
his
know
word,
they did.
but they don't need them no more.
They're no longer citizens.
Yeah. I guess I'll grab the box of rare items and put it in my bag of holding for the time being.
Okay.
As we grab the bags of coins to take downstairs, I guess. Looking at the, obviously, I guess we had to pull the ledgers out.
Yes.
Yeah. Did any of the ledgers sort of have like, I don't know, look. I'm guessing the one on top would have been like the most recent ledger he used, right?
Yes. Well, the
Because I
one that
can't
he
read
most
fucking-
recently was using, the one that he was using is probably on his desk, but the
on
last
his desk.
completed one is in here. Yeah. So.
No, that I'll probably be able to read it anyway, unless you put it in fucking common.
Wait, hold on.
It's in Elven.
Tazar.
Hi.
I just realized this.
Oh
I
right,
have
yeah,
to learn
you
a
can read
language.
Elven. I forgot.
He's an elf.
Wait, hold
you
on.
dum
The elf can
dums.
read Elven? Holy shit.
Yep.
Yeah, crazy that a high elf can read Elven. Oh.
It's really
yeah,
hard to
I'd
look at the
probably-
paper when you got your nose so high in the air.
Yeah, he has to hold it above his head. So I'm guessing me and Tazar just sort of we pulled out the fucking valuables.
Yep.
I'm gonna go. Tazar, do you think you can have a look at the ledger and see if there's any? He probably documented why they were here. So at least we can get
Drugs.
the names of some that.
Tazar
Died.
shrugs and says, "Well, can't hurt." And he takes the book out and starts thumbing through it.
It's just numbers. There's no real, there's values on what he's probably made and sold, and this guy looking through it, he had a pretty good business going. He also owned, there's a mill in town as well. He was also owning that, so you probably assume that's probably where he was getting the alcohol, was either that brewery or the mill or both.
Fucking distillery.
Yeah, he has a distillery and a mill. And so he basically had the monopoly on that whole
He owns the
trade around
fucking
here,
town
so
at this point.
pretty much he owned the town. The valuables that he had there, they're estimated, at least he estimated in his care, were about 4,000 gold pieces. And he currently in the inn, in terms of how much he had about about 8,000 gold on hand in the building in those bags.
Those bags.
You
Damn.
do notice that there is another location that he might have stuff, but it is not on the property. Because he did make trips into Alaron every so often. And you do notice that he, in the ledger, that there was like subtractions of like thousands of gold pieces and taking it to Alaron. And you look through the ledgers, and he did this about
Is it
every 2
clear that
months.
he was moving it to a storage in Alaron, or was he subtracting it from his balance completely, like he was paying somebody?
It looks like he was moving money to somewhere in Alaron. You can't really tell from this ledger. It is just subtracting it from the ledger, but it does note for deposit. For it, you can't really tell what it's for, but it's like for deposit. That's what it says on it in Elven.
And he was moving 1,000 gold every
Like,
time.
most of the trips was 12 to 15,000 each.
Fuck me.
This dude was
Yeah,
fucking
so
loaded.
I'm gonna
He did own the town.
Yeah.
tell Darius that apparently this guy was moving a lot of gold into Alaron very often. Doesn't say why, it just says for deposit.
Is there any like bank transaction notes here or anything like that?
Just says
There
for
would-
deposit,
is.
that's all I can find.
You look
Yeah,
around
as
the
in, like, on
desk,
his
roll
desk and in the safe.
perceptions. Yeah, roll perception check and see if you can find anything.
Both of us?
Perception or
I,
investigation?
either.
Investigation, since you guys already. Yeah, go ahead and do investigation. Feel easier.
And is
24.
Gauze/Arrear going and grabbing oil, or no?
I got an
That's up to
11.
those two.
Yeah, we'll grab some.
I might actually grab a few flasks for myself. Like 5 flasks.
You guys look around. You do find that there is a letterhead from. You look at it. It's the royal seal on it, and it's a name that you do
Well, that's
not
interesting.
recognize. It's a name you don't recognize. It's noting about a contract for services rendered in Alaron for an unnamed client or anonymous client. Detailing about.
So
Yeah,
I
bringing
assume
that
I'm the one
back.
that's reading this because.
Yes,
Yes.
you are.
Yeah,
sort
so
of
I'm
telling
gonna
me what it
detail that Darius. It's saying something about services rendered and payment. Blah blah blah, blah blah blah.
King seal.
And
Yeah.
it's got a royal seal on the header. It's not got a seal on it.
Which Darius would probably recognize that at least.
Yeah.
Yeah. By the way,
was there anything else you were saying about it? By the way, it's what?
As I'm talking to Cash,
Okay.
so. And he's the signee, by the way. So. And it basically, you read the message, and it's, thank you for providing the ability for us to move funds, and getting us in contact with your people that could deal with this situation. He doesn't really specifically say what it is, but seems whoever the innkeeper was basically he basically arranged a meeting between two parties, is from what you can tell, and he was also a mover of money for whatever was going on in this scenario. But it's very vague because it seems like this is a letter that was in a chain of correspondence. So, and this was dated 2 days ago. Well,
Tazar's gonna turn to Darius and say that this guy's dead, right?
What, the innkeeper?
Yeah.
Assuming that the master key that Goz got came from his corpse that we had to fight, then yes.
In that
Discuss
case, good
now.
riddance. I have a feeling he might have been helping former members of my village. Did I cut out? I probably cut out, didn't I?
Yeah, you cut out. You did.
I said I
It's
said I
former
have a
members of
feeling
your
that he may
village.
have been yeah, that. He may not former members, he may have been helping members of my village.
Well, he's dead.
As I said, good riddance.
So, like, and that's sort of like all we can really find here, yeah.
Mhm.
There's not like any bank slips or anything like with a number for a deposit box they would have been putting it into or anything.
Not that you can tell. At least not. Yeah, there's nothing really here that. It seems like he probably kept it very much hidden somewhere. You could, I mean, if you did a lot of digging, you could probably find it, but that would take a while. He's got a lot of books.
We probably don't want to be going through all of his fucking books.
And it seems too that he's getting money from just outside the village as well. Like as you guys probably figured out from that letter, you guys keep looking through the ledgers and you see there was massive payments for, with that doesn't have any specific, like there's no reason why they're there. They're just written in. You know, it says just credit of this, like 10,000 gold, and there's no definition or anything, description of what it is. So
Is there a pattern to him?
yeah, there's a pattern to them. You guys look at it, and it was coming every. These were coming every 3 months, and they were large sums, very large sums of gold. And you guys looking at this, you guys are kind of putting it together. For how much money was coming into this town, or at least through this guy, it's looking around, it's like he was either not spending it here or something else is going on. Because it really doesn't match the amounts that you're
He's
seeing.
laundering money
Yeah.
for somebody.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I say that out loud.
Well, not good. Well, good now, I guess. Not here. Oh,
But that may have been, based on what this says, that may have been the last of it. He may have been off to protect receiving the money. And then necromancers, being opportunistic little shits that they are,
probably jumped in.
found a village full of dead people and decided to say, hey, these are mine now.
Well, the thing is, the necromancer, as I believe Aurea was telling you, probably the same wizard that you were sent to kill that we actually did kill.
I fucking hate necromancers.
I fucking hate wizards in general.
Did an arcane bullshit.
Yep.
Tazar's gonna
done us in
take
once with that.
Tazar's gonna slide the ledger into his bag.
Cut to Cam playing with
Yeah.
fire.
Yep.
Literally
Fucking
playing
hate
with
my
fire.
I genuinely just fucking hate wizards. Cam downstairs playing with fire. What do you think?
Klaus looks at you and he leans over and is like, can you teach me how to do that?
No.
I
No.
actually don't know if I can.
I know some fire spells already, maybe.
Look at-
Oh,
Can you learn
no,
Control Flames? Is that on your spell list?
No.
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 The question is are you? The question is are you controlling flames on the wooden top with all the alcohol on it?
No, he just like stole a candle flame and is
Okay.
bouncing it between his fingers.
Okay.
So I guess me and Tazar are going to be done in this room.
And I mean,
Yeah,
also by
valuable.
that technicality, Waller, if he's already doing control flames, then he'd be able to
Yeah, he
stuff
can
it out
control
just
where
as
it
easily
goes.
as.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Uh,
Just gonna take another quick look around the room before we.
I actually don't notice much anything else. I mean, clothes, fine, very, very fine clothes. He has a pretty big wardrobe. Like this is like expensive elven stuff that you guys saw in the markets and things when you were up in Elron. Like
That
how
could
much
be
were they
handy.
selling for up in the market?
I'm gonna take like
Um.
a few different outfits and stuff those into my bag too.
Okay. Well, they're those outfits were, I mean, they're older styles, so they're probably not going to be full price. But some of them were going for a couple hundred, a couple hundred gold for a shirt
Wow.
in some cases. Yeah.
So how many different outfits?
In total, you look through, and he's probably got 12 or so.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna take
12
like
to
4.
Okay.
I don't want them to sell.
And
I
they-
want them to use as disguises if I need them.
Yeah, you can actually, and they do fit you. By the way, you and this person were the same size.
Perfect.
So, mm-hmm. Anybody else want to do anything?
Actually, yeah. Cam's gonna see if there's any decent quality shirts
Oh yeah,
to replace the two that he's fucking lost.
There's a few. You're gonna have to cut holes.
Wait.
In them,
Yes, he will.
But
However, he also has mending, so we can kind of make that work.
okay. Get some.
Wait, you lost 2 shirts?
Yeah, he burned them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Preferably wool.
Yeah, there's a couple wool shirts. There's a lot of silk. It's a lot of more silky.
Finery.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, very fine
Or the fine
cloth. Yep.
Oh, fine. We talking like we should put a gold value on it, fine, or
Like
It's got a very,
in
very
like
good
the higher
thread
rungs.
count. It's a good
It-
thread count.
or just generic fine? Okay.
Yeah.
It's probably the fine of I have money, but I'm not quite the high standing of a higher
Yeah.
kind of yeah. So it's worth a bit, but not that much, especially secondhand.
Yeah, he's gonna grab 2 of the silk shirts, and how many halfway decent woolen ones are there?
There's 2 or 3 that you can find. You can tell you probably use the wool ones more like a sweatshirt. They're longer sleeves. Because
Mhm.
it does get kind of chilly sometimes, and he's probably using that more for warmth and things like that. The silk shirts are probably more for when it was hotter because they breathe a little bit better. So
Then yeah, pair of silk shirts, and you said 3 woolen.
yeah.
Tazar,
Yes.
do you have any gold on you right now, other than the bags we're carrying? Yeah.
Good question.
You do have all your old stuff still, or you should anything that you didn't give to the party before. Yeah.
Well, I don't think I have as much as is on my character sheet.
No.
You want
You
to
gave us.
just message me how much I have?
think that's enough. So.
Yep.
No.
So
Let's
so
say
he
I
has
have.
some
I'll
gold
tell
on
him
his vest.
I have a bit on me. Yes.
When you jump through the portal, trying to remember back now. Did Tazar hand all of his gold over to everyone?
Yeah.
Or yeah.
He handed everything that he had except his bow, I think, and his what he was wearing.
No, he handed his
No,
bow
he kept all his
over to.
he kept all his gear.
Well, I got the bag
okay.
of holding.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
left
because
that
Mini
behind the
has
bag
the
of
bag.
holding.
Oh, okay.
You left in the bag of holding, so.
We just thought it would just go to waste otherwise,
Mm-hmm.
if I remember correctly.
Tazar's definitely gonna want that back. It's got a lot of important shit in there.
It's now got a lot of stone in it, so.
Well,
And all of that is kind of just mashing around.
well, that's not how the bag of holding works, though, to the best of my knowledge.
It's a pocket dimension.
I do have a question for you though.
Hmm?
If you have gold on you, you handed all of your valuables over to us before you jumped through the time thing. How'd you have gold on you?
Oh, I mean, do you think I was doing nothing while I was wandering around in that mansion?
Tapping on every fucking surface he could just to fuck with the wizard.
What's the shit on the walls?
you just. I mean. Oh no, that got redone because we didn't. Technically, we changed the timeline by not entering. Only sending Tazar back, so the toilet still worked. Unless Tazar sabotaged the toilet while he was there. Fair enough. You remembered the gold you left on the ship, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Apparently, you came and collected that.
Damn thieves. Wasn't me.
So this is going to be an interesting situation when we get back to Alaron, I think.
Yeah, it is.
Right. I guess we'd be moving down to the common room now, carrying these bags of gold.
Hope so. That's up to y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Guz is gonna look up at Taz and go, "Oh hey, Tazar."
Yeah, well, what
Um,
is it? Other dwarf?
The
I
name's
forgot your name.
Guz.
Guys, okay. I'll probably forget it
No
again,
offense.
but...
But
Cam is
in
still just playing with fire.
a bar in
By the way, Cam, good to see you
Oldenstein.
again.
Hello.
What about Oldenstein?
Sorry, Ostrich. Wait.
Waldenstein.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Bar in Waldenstein. There's a guy who dressed similar to you who was looking for you. Friends with them?
Probably not. Unless it was Norland, but I doubt it was Norland.
I think we would have recognized him.
Exactly.
Maria basically dry humped this guy's leg, thinking it was.
Yes, I had it
Quite
Poor guy.
forced to watch all of it.
Poor guy. But I guess you were addressing us as we're walking across like the banister coming towards the stairs, yeah.
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 By the way,
So
Tazar,
Eh.
it appears Severe has homoerotic feelings for you.
Well, it's a good thing I could keep my...
Probably
Blade.
hoping you get younger again.
It's
Does
a
the
good
rear
thing I
hear
keep
this
my
whole-
hidden blade
God.
on me at all the time, isn't it?
Especially how he was
Okay.
talking about children the previous.
Oh, for fuck's sake. God damn it, Minnie.
Hey,
so,
Cam, do you have, like, some kind of sedative dart handy, just in case?
Dud? No, unfortunately.
You
It'd
and
make
me,
life
we're gonna
much
have to
easier.
get together on that.
So I'm guessing that we probably would have reached the stairs while these conversations going on. Just as we
Yeah.
hit the
We're
stairs.
walking
as,
and
as we
talking.
hit the stairs.
It's like Star Wars.
Yep. Yep.
Mhm.
And as we hit the stairs, like there's the obvious sound of Darius's armor clattering, but there's also don't know if you're hearing that.
I hear it.
Yeah.
Like
Jingle, jingle,
Is
Is he
jingle, jingle.
carrying
the jingling-
coconuts?
the
Coins and
jingling
coins.
of jingling of coins from the sacks we're carrying as we come down the stairs.
We're using your dice bag for that.
No, I actually have actual coins on my desk.
Those are those coins sound like fucking dice, dude.
Yeah,
I
like
think it's because they're
plastic.
cupped in
Because
his
I have-
hands.
Yeah, they were cupped in my hands. That better?
Ah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's impromptu sound effects, all right?
make it up as we go.
Brexit,
There
you're
we go.
terrible at Foley.
Continue, Brexit.
So you probably can easily hear like the jingling of coins and see the sacks as we're coming down the stairs.
It sounds
found
like
the
you
safe.
found a bit of a haul.
Bit of a nest egg.
About 8,000 gold. As I would put the bags on the table.
Hidden keeping is more profitable than I thought.
Oh, you wouldn't. You'd be surprised. We found a ledger. Apparently, he was moving sums of 12 to 15,000 every 2 months to Alaron.
Very
Really?
profitable then.
I'm guessing
Surprisingly,
the
the shit.
it's been a
Shut
minute
up.
since, or this just happened. This last one.
When was the date on that?
So the
Guessing
last
it would've
one
dated it.
was
3 days ago.
18 days. Or the letter was from 2 days ago, but the last major one in the main ledger was 18 days ago before you guys arrived.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Because there's not a lot in the safe now.
Yeah.
So if he's
They
moving that
recently
much,
drained it.
yeah.
Turns out he also owns a distillery and the mill.
Really.
Yes, well, not that they're going to be of any use to him anymore. Or this
or
town,
us, given
seeing
the
as
shit
nobody
he
here.
makes.
Maybe the
seems like
distillery will
us.
have something better than this piss water.
Maybe. Might have a special reserve. But, I do have a question, Waller.
Yeah.
This town, is it kind of big-ish?
It's
Like, if this was like the main place for the gathering?
This was the big build. Like this was where they gathered everything. The town in total, when you guys walked in, there was probably, looking at where it's located, it probably had a population of at most maybe 500 at most.
So
Like,
I'm
so,
assuming
I
there would
mean,
have been a mayor
it's-
for this town.
Yes, there was a mayor that they had their own parliament, like kind of their own system. Mayor, their
General store, maybe an alchemist.
The travel store was kind of the general store. You guys, that's where Caravan went.
I'm
So-
assuming they'll probably have tents and shit in there that we can use to replace the ones we've
I
lost.
mean, if you guys want to go back in there, you can. Yeah. They had a small set of stables too, and they also had they did have a blacksmith as well in town. There is a blacksmith here.
Well, we might as well investigate the rest of the town.
Yeah.
I'm guessing there's no noise whatsoever outside of this building. It's
You guys
deathly
walk
quiet
out the
outside, yeah.
door, you open the door, and all you hear is the nature around the town. So the birds singing in the morning, and the wind, and that's really about it.
Has that raven fucked off?
No, the raven's
The
still
Raven
hanging
attached to
around.
Tazza? Nope. Hanging around
It
for Tazza.
is. It is
It
hanging
is
around with
probably
Tazza.
staring you straight in the face now, Star. Just because you're thinking
Mhm.
about it.
You're thinking about it, it just goes, Caw!
You.
Motherfucker!
Okay, no, you know what?
I'd like to go
You-
up to
you
the
know
raven.
what?
Okay.
I'd like to
I
go up to
ha-
everyone and go, "Do you have boss weapons?" No, I'm kidding.
Hmm.
No, the lady might
Peck
have had
your
boss
eye
weapons,
out.
but who knows?
It
Oh god.
pecks your eyes out and you're blind.
You're now a useless adventurer. Congratulations. I used to be an adventurer
Yep.
like you until a raven got
You
my
know, and
eyes.
in my head now, the that's how that raven is going to treat Star.
It wants to fucking hurt him.
you know,
Motherfucker. I'm assuming Carban is down in the common room as well.
yep.
Probably not particularly happy that we've just come downstairs with a bunch of fucking gold.
He's not saying anything about it. He doesn't look particularly happy.
And Darius is going to look over at Carban. I can tell you're not pleased with the fact that we've just come downstairs with all this gold. I will say that it is a situation of this town is dead. The necromancers that rolled through killed everyone. Better we use it to aid us in a fight against them or other creatures we may encounter on our journeys. And the fact that the guy that ran this place was doing some pretty shady stuff as well, by the looks of the information we gathered upstairs.
Shady. What do you mean, shady?
Well, you clearly don't have a love for Tazar. From his appearance, you can probably assume that he's one of the sneaky types, yes?
He just nods.
Well, as Darius turns to look at Tazar, he was affiliated with a group that did terrible things in the past. He separated from them. Doesn't wish to be part of them anymore. He trained under them. He has their skill. We actually came into conflict with two of them in our first meeting with Tazar on our first mission. He very quickly dispatched them. He has no love for these people, and it seems that this man had a connection with them, and that owned the inn.
Carbon will just kind of, his gaze will flip over to Tazar and just kind of stare into him while Darius is explaining this, and then he'll just kind of shrug and look for something to chew on, like maybe some preserved meats or something that might be laying around.
Mm-hmm.
Whether you want to
Yep.
cut of these coins, that's up to you. If you want to refuse them on principle, that's fine. There is also I also have in my bag of holding a lockbox that was found up there as well, with about which the owner had estimated to have about 4,000 gold worth of valuables in it.
Karen's just gonna kind of look over his shoulder and just say, "Contribute mine to the group funds."
Fair enough. So Carban share goes to the ship.
Yep.
He's used to living without a whole lot, so it doesn't really bother him.
Doesn't really bother. I mean, we could use the funds to fucking get the sword fixed.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We could use the funds, Carban, to get that enchantment edited. So you can start using that sword.
Without chopping our heads off.
Yes.
He'll just kind of look back. He'll look over his shoulder at the handle and then kind of shrug. He doesn't really think it's that important to do, but
Well,
Oh, I think
do
it's that
not want
important to do.
We think it's that important. We don't wish to be killed by you. If you
And I
draw
don't
that
wish
weapon,
I don't wish to kill you. That's why I haven't drawn this sword.
but if the situation arises that you need to,
Which would,
we do not.
include most of you already being dead.
It's more of you would be able to use it. I mean,
This is true.
so what was it? We needed what 8,000 gold to get it edited,
Yep.
Waller. So if we
Yes.
save the coins we have here to get the enchantment edited, and we divvy up 4,000 in the lockbox
Whatever.
between us,
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
then that works, right?
Yeah, that would work.
For the bet.
That's up to y'all to
Yep,
figure
the
out.
betterment.
If I remember, Cam has like 400 worth of jewelry from that worm thing.
What? He has 400 worth of jewelry from that worm. The worm had jewelry?
He found it in the stomach, I believe.
Yep. Yes, he did.
It was
yeah.
a fabulous worm.
There it is.
Darling.
It was gems and
Gems.
like
It was gem.
what?
So we have more funds for ourselves and put bits
Yep.
in the ship.
Yep.
If we have a ship, I don't know. From the ominous crap that Boris
Bloody.
fucking said last week. Yes, and the fact that the captain's no longer here.
We may have him back next week, though, so
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Speaking of having him back, we should probably start planning on heading back to wherever the fuck it is, Outrun.
Here's my
Yes.
question. Before we head back there, you say I'm there? Or,
Yes.
well, whoever is
Older
saying that they are
version.
me.
Yes.
We're going to need to figure out what to do with me, because I don't think we want to roll in there being all confrontational.
If we find you a hooded cloak in this town, do you think that would be fine? Guys,
I
temporarily.
rather imagine that the version of you already in there knows about you.
If this is a time thing, or if that's an imposter, we don't know.
Maybe a different set of clothes, because I forget, did old
I mean,
out of character out does old character Tazor have the same clothes?
Yes.
Or at the very
So,
least similar,
Mhm.
but I imagine that they can make more than one set.
So just putting a hood's not gonna work.
Probably
Well, that's
not.
why I was saying
mean,
That's why I was saying a hooded cloak that you
but
could wrap around.
Tazar should have a thing to help him with that, if he remembers.
Oh yeah, he's just got a bunch of
No.
fucking new clothes.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Well,
no.
Unless
there's
he's got something else.
no.
No.
No?
No.
Where is that
Oh.
ring?
Oh yeah, you have a ring of invisibility.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I forgot
Just
about
making
that. Yeah.
sure that it works the way that... Yeah. So actually, yeah, that'll work.
Mhm.
Provided
There's a ring of
nobody
invisibility. Fucking just
tries an
randomly
arcane
torched you.
counter. Or, that certain people... and he looks over towards the rear. Say things to me.
While invisible.
Gods holds up his hand. Yeah, I got a similar thing, and then goes invisible.
Just fucking burns the charge for the day. Just right here.
Yep. Yep.
Toast.
Oh,
Just
nice
Darius
thing about
just face
The
palm.
nice thing about the Ring of Invisibility is it doesn't have a charge. It's just
Yeah, I
an
was gonna
on-off
say.
switch.
Oh.
I'm
Okay.
pretty- yeah, let's see.
But the downside to it is that literally all you can do is just walk around.
Yeah, if you attack, you become visible, don't you?
If
Yep.
you attack, cast a spell, or use a bonus action, you become visible.
But you can sneak around and open shit and that kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's an
Um,
advantage to it.
It's not a combat thing.
No.
Can be done in
There's
combat,
an
but it's
effect.
mostly out of combat.
Cloak of Invisibility, which I do have one. does allow you to engage in combat while invisible. But it only runs for 2 hours. And then you need to...
Yep.
It needs 12
Time.
12 uninterrupted hours to recharge 1 hour. So it can, if you if you don't use it for 24 hours, it'll fully recharge to 2 hours.
Recharge. Yep, that makes sense.
And then on the other, I've got another cloak.
Yes,
Bracers.
the 2 cloaks inlaid together.
Oh yeah, I forgot that I did that.
I would recommend before leaving this town to see if we could find replacements for the cart and the tents that were destroyed in the worm attack.
Yeah.
That way,
Bark. Bark.
yes.
Arf, bark.
My dad has opened the front door to let them out the front, so they're barking.
Bark.
Bork, 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 bork.
Run
bork.
free, little ones.
They are little, actually. So little that they love to get under your legs and then you fucking take a step.
Timber.
Yeah. So for
Bigger
me,
they are.
sitting at fucking 6 foot,
Bigger they are.
man,
The
it's
harder
fucking
your mom.
hard. Wow.
What? What did you just say, Canthier?
Huh?
What?
The
I'm
harder
so
your mom.
lost right now. Anyway, are you guys
Well,
gonna
we
go
broke
look at
water.
the other stuff, or are you guys gonna just leave?
I'd
We
say
should probably swing
investigate.
by the general store, at a minimum, to replace the tents.
And
And-
the distillery, because, you may be right by the stash.
And probably the stable as well. They may have a cart that can replace the one that we lost.
Yes.
Agreed.
I'm ready.
I'm ready.
Same.
I'd
ready.
say we also pop by the. Would it be the mayor's house or would it be like the town hall, Waller? That would have like maybe a
For
roster
what?
of the people that lived here.
That you don't know where the mayor's house is. I mean, you could just literally there's no real town hall either. You probably assume that they probably used the inn as also kind of
The
like
town
anytime
hall.
they had. Yeah, like a lot of the business
Uh,
was done in that inn.
I'm assuming the mayor's house would be somewhat stand out-ish compared to the other building.
No, it's not. It actually isn't. So no.
I've loved to go find the registry for the citizens of this town to take it back to Alaron. Give to Petra saying you've just lost this entire town. With all the names. But yeah.
Oh,
So for
yeah,
the
that
layout of the
mission.
town. What?
What was
That
that,
mission
Star?
where you had to kill the wizard. Seems you may have not have done that, or we haven't done that since I was there.
Oh no.
My mission
killed
wasn't
him.
to kill the wizard. Wasn't to kill the wizard. That was their job.
What?
Yeah.
He handed the mission off to us.
I kind of had something different to do. Like
Save
prevent
the
the world
fucking
from
world.
ending.
Yeah.
No.
Are you saying this in character?
Yes, since I just saw
Yeah.
since we saw the wizard last night.
Yes, we did see the wizard last night. You are correct, God. But we did kill him. That, Waller, did you say that he looked kind of necromantic, or was it a perfect body?
Perfect body.
Perfect body. That
Yep.
was arcane bullshit. I've heard of these kind of things for necromancers that attempt to on their way to lichdom. It's a magic they have to create an an extra body if they lose their original.
Ah,
Yes. Basically, it's like fighting a lich. Apart from you're not looking for a phylactery, you're looking for a whole new body growing in a jar.
Yep.
And
that
they could have
sounds disturbing.
a load of them.
It is disturbing. Well, wizards are wizards, man.
Yep. Because it's basically another form of immortality for them. If their body dies,
Mhm.
their soul goes to the new body. So in a way, you could say that you are a very, very, very fucking ancient wizard without being a lich.
Mm-hmm.
The way of achieving immortality without lichdom.
Shocker.
Anyway,
But a
so you
lot
guys
of
get to the
that-
general store, and you do find the tents that you require. So,
You find some tents.
Is there
I
any
probably want to
interesting
swing.
books that could be of use?
I mean, there's a lot of elven stuff. That's about it. It's a lot of like,
A monkey's
just
guide to
literature.
the Elven Land.
God damn it.
Yeah, or like children's books, like stuff that there's not anything. There's no magical books. Sorry.
Oh, I know. I
Uh,
was expecting that.
Was there an alchemist store?
They have one, yes.
I'd say we swing by that as well in search of supplies for
He's
Cam
next
and
to the
maybe
blacksmith. He's next to the
next to the
blacksmith.
blacksmith.
Mm-hmm.
Curious.
That as a way of allowing Cam to get some more ingredients for himself and maybe
Mhm.
there's potion.
You guys get into the alchemist shop and look around. There's two just lesser healing potions, so just the regular ones.
Yep.
And you do find enough ingredients that you can make 3 more potions, like actual health potions. It's just they haven't been made yet.
Okay.
Kind of glancing about.
Do you want to
All right.
document those, Canthir, or as in, do you want to hold on to those items or what?
Yeah, I can hold on to them at least till.
At least
Out
till
of
we divvy 'em
character?
out.
Does anyone actually need these?
I have 3.
Cam's gonna hand them off to whoever doesn't have enough first, because
Greater
he's got
healing,
plenty.
so I'm good.
Let's see.
I actually don't have any potions on me other than the necrotic one. Never mind.
I've got
I didn't realize
2
that.
potion healing, 2 potion greater healing, so I think I'm all set.
Sounds like Darius
I
needs
have
them.
Darius needs them.
The inn and rest of town. I like that
Oh,
note
no.
for yourself, Canthir.
Never mind. I didn't have the card. I've got 1 greater healing and 4 regular healing. Never mind. I wrote a note on my page. Never
Just
mind.
remind me, I can delete that.
And
Grab the vacuum.
Okay.
We gotta
no,
clean the town.
It was 2 regular or 3
Two-
regulars. 2 regulars.
two
Mhm.
regular, two regular, and then the components to make 3 more.
Okay.
Is there any other potions in this shop?
Nope, not that you can see. A lot of it's more like general stuff for like general ailments. There's not anything that would be really useful to you guys. Like, there's a lot of like in here, like he'd mix like certain kinds of tonics and things to deal with people with like upset stomach or hangovers or male pattern baldness, things like that. He had that kind of stuff in there. Yeah.
Heart attack.
People's having a heart murmur, stuff like that. That's what he mainly did, was medical stuff.
So less arcane stuff. Unless I don't know D&D too well. I don't know if there are just like general potions.
Mm-hmm.
Potions are just
magical.
alchemy. They're
Okay.
not magic.
They're
Potions.
potions all have a specific effect, if that's what you mean.
Okay.
Yeah, these are more like
But
they're
you
very
mix the
minor
ingredients.
stuff. Yeah.
don't put magic into the creation.
Good. So
Usually.
basic bitch bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
Not for adventurers like us.
I guess. While they're in there searching for that, I'll swing by the blacksmith. Why not?
Hey.
Have a look for.
Why not?
Yeah, guys is gonna take like one look in the alchemy store and see where it is and go, meh, blacksmith as it is, and join Tazar.
Yeah, because
Darius.
if there's like I don't know, like spears or something there, I could take them to provide gods with an item to help with the creation of those weapons.
See, okay, so with that weapon, because that's why I wanted to buy some, but apparently they're free now. Is Bilotti was like saying based out of reinventing the wheel, and I'm like, but I don't know. It's
So you're-
basically
you're
putting a
taking-
broomstick on a spear, right?
Yes, in a way, yes.
That's
It's
what I
just
was
that
trying
mine
to do.
has
It's just
mine has a bit more of an advanced mechanism. What I actually have is a bit more of an advanced mechanism, as I can switch it so that the blade part, which would be the halberd axe, can switch into going over the firing mechanism, over the end of the barrel, basically, and become a spear. Then it can switch back into its halberd mode, so I can fire it. It's usually in its halberd mode, so I can control the firing. But
Whoever this blacksmith was, Brexit, by the way. I know as you're explaining, but you walk in, he's got a lot here. Like there's a lot of really it's common stuff, but it's very finely well done. He's got, the handful of short swords and stuff that looks like people probably came to him to buy for like protection and like maybe using out when they're traveling and stuff like that. Like this is where it's located on the map. If you guys look, I mean, it's kind of in the middle of a lot of different travel, and you're also kind of going into the bad area there. Yeah, and you're also kind of going into that kind of not so fancy, like good place to go area. So he had
So
a
there's
lot
al-
of business.
so they- Yeah, there's probably some shit that
Mm.
probably crept up
Mhm.
there.
So short swords, he's got long swords, elven, all elven make. There's a couple of tridents, like he actually has a trident or two in there. There's a handful of spears, about 4 or 5. He's got, he has a lot of sickles. It seems like he makes a lot of like farming farming
tools,
equipment
yeah.
and
I would
axes
assume.
and stuff like that. Go ahead. You cut out.
I would assume he had farming equipment.
Yep.
From the location. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else?
He some javelins and yeah, that's pretty much it. And he's got some ammunition, arrows and stuff too. Normal, used for hunting and things like that. And he's got basic sets of armor, just enough to give people protection from sword strikes.
Exactly.
Getting mum. It's not anything super fancy. So
it's just like your basic versions of each armor.
Yeah.
Like you might have some chain mail, or you might have some leather, or some
like half plate kind of stuff. Yeah.
Which isn't bad, but the resale value is not going to be great.
No
point in looting the armor.
yeah.
I will take the spears.
Yeah, the spears.
Yeah.
Take,
Darius, next time we're on the ship, I think I'll try to make a few of these gun spears as the blueprints detailed.
There's the spear one, and you've got how many are you gonna take?
You said
all of them,
5,
or yeah, that's right here. Here you go, Brex. That's the card.
I have 5. I have 5 potential candidates as it is already, don't I?
Yep.
So I will take.
You didn't say Albert, did you?
No, the regular spears.
No.
There is 2 tridents, yes.
Really ain't fussed about the fucking trident.
Yeah.
So Tazar.
Yes.
I might take
Are you intending to stay with us for the foreseeable future, or
That was my
just
plan.
hitch a ride to the capital?
No, I was planning to stay.
In that case, and Cam's gonna pull out a vial of purple liquid and toss it to you.
He's gonna catch it, hold the top and bottom between thumb and forefinger, inspect it, and then look at you quizzically.
Don't cut yourself. Purple worm poison.
Ooh, that could be handy.
Real nasty. And how many swords did you say he had? He had short swords and long swords.
He had like 2 short swords and 2 long swords that were
Tazar
done.
might
There was
appreciate some extra daggers if there's any there.
I mean, I suspect there'll be like lightweight daggers that could easily be thrown.
and yes, there's a
Is
couple
there
of daggers. I will consider daggers there as well.
I might take both might take the long swords and the short swords as well, just
Okay.
to get the armaments going off for. Basically, I'm sort of providing. I could take the armor, but I wouldn't be able to put it all in my bag of holding. Not all of this.
Mm-hmm.
Not with what I've already got in there.
Apothecary strongbox.
For every single business
Same.
we go into, I'm gonna check the strong box.
Yeah, we might as well. This guy's apparently making good money as well, so it's a situation of they don't need it, we can use it.
He sadly,
that
the
belt.
apothecary did not have a lot of money. You could tell that. I mean, he was selling stuff, but seems like he had to buy a lot more things to stay afloat. So
He made enough money to keep himself going, not enough to make a good profit.
Mm-hmm.
What about blacksmith?
Yeah.
Blacksmith again, buying and getting the supplies here.
Materials.
Yeah, the materials and things that was gonna take time and money. So
We're talking what, like a few dozen gold at most?
in both, they're not very much. So
like what? How many pieces?
50 gold, like 50 gold
Gold.
in each that you guys find. Yeah.
I'll just sort of divvy that up between me and God, seeing as we're here.
Mm-hmm.
It's a small amount compared. It's pennies compared to what's in my bag of holding.
Yep.
So we get 25 each there, goes.
Okay.
And there you go. And that's what you guys find in the.
Recall if I asked earlier, but the innkeep was making trips out to pick up money.
Mm-hmm.
How long ago was the last one?
The last one that he took the trip on was 18 days ago. It was the 18 days ago date was the last.
So that was him dropping.
entry.
That was his drop off.
Mhm.
Yeah, that was the drop off in the Alaron. I'm talking about
Mhm.
picking up money from wherever the fuck. Also, where was that?
It was a week ago, and it was here. It was noted here in town on the ledger.
A week ago?
Yep.
And he's picking up like 15,000 at a time?
No, he was
The
taking
fuck did it go?
15,000 at a time to Alaron.
Mm-hmm.
I suspect that a lot of the money we found in that safe was from the recent drop off to the town.
Okay.
Then you got to think he'll probably get profits over the next couple months, and then take the run up to Alaron to put it wherever he's putting it.
Yeah.
So I think that's us done with the blacksmith and the such. No visible mayor's office or anything like that. Won't find a register, not easily without spending too much time. Other than did we leave our horses at the stables?
We
The
kind of just
ones
left them
here.
outside the inn.
Yeah, you kind of just left him outside the inn when you guys got there, and they are still there, thankfully.
So I guess me and Goz will leave the blacksmith.
Yeah.
Swing by the apothecary, see the cam and ready to leave. Oh, I will pick up some daggers as well.
I cannot tell what you're saying if someone is echoing.
Yeah.
He's checking
Is it me?
if
Yeah,
Oh,
Do you hear an echo?
There we go.
he's basically seeing if you're done with the apothecary, which I think at this time you'd probably be. Unless you have anything else.
Yeah, that was the last thing I was gonna pull from there.
To the stables it is.
To the horses, then towards the stables to look for a cart and maybe another horse for Hazar if he wants it.
Yeah, sure. And then by this distillery afterwards.
But in which end of the town was the distillery? Was it nearer to the inn where we are, or further
It's
past
on
where
the
we are?
outskirts. It was on the outskirts on the way out. So
Way out. Okay.
yeah,
So we can
it's
that
out
last-
towards like the mill and the farm fields, where so that it's easier for them to move resources and things around.
Okay. So I guess we go pick up our horses and go check on the stables, look for a cart.
Yep.
Okay. Sadly, there's no cart.
Depression. Shit.
Are there any farms nearby?
Yeah, in the outskirts of town, but at the stables and the distillery, there is no cart there.
Probably hired someone from one of the farms to borrow the cart to transport the barrels. Would be my assumption.
Mm-hmm.
Wouldn't need one himself if he could easily pay people to fucking do it for him.
The dude had money.
Yeah, the dude had money. He was like, I don't need to invest in a fucking cart. I'll just pay this fucking idiot.
Yeah.
So I guess we're heading to the distillery.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Guessing.
And can we see this town is on the river? Yeah.
Yeah,
this town
it
is in the middle near the river. Yes.
Yeah, it's near the river. It's not directly on it, but it's about.
It's got a crop off that comes towards it.
Yeah, there's a little bit of a tributary kind of pops off of it, and then
Oh yeah, we have to go
The-
through Simel to get to the town that we need. It's on the
Mhm.
river. That's what it was.
Yes.
to get across. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
And the brewery's on its way up to that town. I'm assuming because you probably
Yes,
shit
it's
Alaron. Yeah.
it would be out towards like somewhere in the middle here, but it seems like instead of going to this town, they were going into Samel. So
Mm-hmm.
So I guess we ride up, lads.
all right,
Onwards.
and you guys head up the road, and
Wait,
yeah,
did we check the
it's-
distillery?
We're on
You
the
guys
way
going
check
to
the
towards it.
distillery.
Oh, sorry.
You guys make it to the distillery. It's about when you get it's about 2 miles outside of town.
Okay.
And you
Smells
guys
like
get
booze.
there,
I
and it smells
know.
like booze. There's lots of casks and kegs
Actually,
and
oh wait, no, I'm thinking of a regular brewery. Never mind.
and
This-
there
Is
is
there
people
aged
here.
oak.
Fucking
There are
regular
people here.
breweries are rank. Are there people
There
here?
is people. There are people here.
Oh my.
Perception check.
Yes.
All right,
I wanna
roll them if you want to.
I want to.
Yeah.
I want to see if they're green.
Oh god, in the light
That's
that
going
looked
to
like the
be
one
23.
They are not green.
10.
They are not green. And they are elves, I'm assuming.
Yes, they are elves. And they are working in the distillery. There's about 6 of them that you see on your pass by.
I guess we were pulling off towards the distillery as it was anyway, weren't we?
Mm-hmm.
Probably warn them about their impending doom if they stay.
Their boss is dead. So I guess we ride up.
Oh, the winery.
Okay. Okay.
Do these guys, as we're riding closer, do these guys hear the horses and stop to look or like that?
Yeah, they hear you guys approach, but
Working.
they're they just keep working, and you see one of them kind of put a barrel down. How can I help you?
I assume this is the distillery that is owned by the innkeeper in town, yes?
That's correct. Yes.
You may want to
And-
vacate.
You
You
all
say
live
that
in
in
the same
characters
town?
to her?
Yes.
Way to come
No, we
across
live
as
out
extremely
here.
hostile.
So they live
Do
out
they?
here near the distillery.
Yes, they do.
Well, I am regretful to inform you that you're currently unemployed.
Oh, but we're still making things in the distillery.
Well, I guess you technically own this distillery now. So if you want to go back for the documentation that you are now the owners, I would not recommend it. Don't know if it's
Why
100%
not?
clear. We arrived in the town last night and it was empty. And there were signs of struggle. And
See,
then there was the undead.
undead, you say?
Yes, we assume one of them was the innkeeper, judging from the key we found on him.
He is now less than living.
Well,
He
if
is
he
a
was
pile of-
undead, was he a pile of dust?
Pile of dust.
Well, now all he is dust in the wind.
I wish I was close enough to can slap him. So I guess you're the proud owners of this mill now. Whether you want the documentation, you can risk it. I can't really read Elvish, and we weren't really looking for that kind of documentation. Trying to figure out what had happened. And
Well,
I would heavily recommend vacating away, though.
and you see him just he's just staring at you like, okay, buddy. Like, he kind of gives you the,
Yeah, you're not
think
totally
you might be a little
crazy or
bit
anything.
crazy. Yeah, that look.
I take the innkeeper's master key and start dingling it, showing it to him.
Why
Yeah,
would
this
they
is-
recognize that?
I don't know. Yeah, this is his key.
Maybe-
If you have ever seen it.
You all could have stolen that from him, you know.
I mean, if you want to go into the town and
Tazar's
have a
just
look,
gonna be
by all
staring
means.
at Gozek like,
You're a fucking idiot.
jump.
I mean, if you want to confirm the story, you can go into the town and have a look if you like. But
I think we
There
will,
is-
and I'll be
It
It
reporting
makes
you to
literally no difference. Let's just keep moving.
I'll be reporting you to the local law enforcement people, and they may come and find you. So
that's fine. We're
I'm
going
gonna-
off to see the king to inform him about the loss of the town.
well, all right. So you're going to
Well-
Elrond. I'll just have them come and find you then. Use us,
Yes,
and
by
he
all
kind of
means.
motions to the other ones, and they walk back towards the
Do we
village.
even still need the key?
No, I don't know why we took the key.
I
Me
think
I don't know why
Gozek
God still has the key.
probably just kept it on and it's like forgot it was there, and it's like, oh hey, this is here still.
Well, I imagine they would want to lock and unlock the shit.
You with the key as the guy goes by.
He just like kind of grabs it from you. He's like, "That does not belong to you," and they keep walking off.
Sorry about the hole.
How to make a situation more awkward.
Good job, guys.
I-
Good job.
Right. I assume they wouldn't have taken us seriously anyway, because elves. Oh,
They're elves,
fucking outsiders.
and
Oh.
yeah, and so they continue on. They do lock the distillery up. They do have a set of keys for the distillery, and it is locked up now.
So no booze for you.
No booze for you.
It'll probably be
They're
that
alive,
fucking
so we
elven
can't
shit
steal it.
anyway. Maybe we
Yeah,
could bust the door open, but I wouldn't recommend it.
yeah, they're still alive,
That'll be,
so no.
that'll be an interesting conversation to have with Petrus when we go see him, like, after this. Go off on
You
another
got
mission,
some
come back.
wine?
So apparently you robbed a distillery. What?
We were thirsty, alright?
I guess we
turns
carry
out one of
on
them knows
towards-
message.
I guess we carry on to the
The city.
the town on the river. Get the ferry.
And getting up there, it's another probably 10 miles, which you guys do make good time on horseback. You guys arrive there. It's getting late in the day. But from here to the city to Aileron, you can make it probably
Fine.
well, it'll be a little bit after nightfall, but yeah. So you guys across, they put you on this ferry. Now the ferry here, these towns don't have a name, but they're basically associated with Aileron because they're so close.
I would like. I'm guessing there's Aileron City Guard here as well. Yes.
Yes, there is.
But before we were to hop on the ferry, I would like to talk to a guard or the guard captain here,
Okay.
as I'd like to inform him of the loss of Simel and to his guys on watch.
He also really
undead.
doesn't believe you. He doesn't really believe you either. He kind of says, "Thank you for your, thank you for your concern, citizen. We will handle it." Kind of thing.
citizen. Thank you for your concern.
Yes, basically.
Perhaps we should have Tazar tell them next time.
Which
It's
one?
fine. They'll believe it once they get a letter from the king, most likely. Then they'll realize, oh shit.
In the time that we've
they're
been
so
in
hit.
Aurelian, have they been shutting the gates at night, closing and locking?
Yes. That's what they've always done here.
So there's not much point
But
in
you
arriving
can-
there after nightfall.
But they still open them in certain cases. Like, it's not completely shut off, but they do monitor them and keep them closed.
Yes. So I
But
suspect that we could.
they post city watch on the gates every night. So
Yeah, there'll be
at
guards
this-
there. They'll
yeah.
open the gate if we need it. Like,
Yeah.
And I mean, we're going off. We're returning to the city to go back to our ship to inform the king of information of what's going on. So
Do we still
I-
have a writ for that?
should have a writ.
Because I get the feeling we'll need that to get through the gate. At least if it's closed for the night anyway.
Because I think we had a thing with the information on it for the location and
As long as it's
Potential,
got the
didn't we?
seal.
Mm-hmm.
should have the seal. I mean, I would expect it to have the fucking seal if it's given to us by Petrus or one of his advisors. I mean,
Essentially. Or it could have just been quickly handwritten as a note. Oh no.
that would be quite awkward. So I assume after the failed attempt of saying, hey, look, just be on the lookout, and them not believing it, we get on the ferry. I would assume.
Yeah.
And we just sort of mosey on through there. We're gonna ride on through this town, get to the city. We're gonna have to talk to the stable guys either in the morning or if they're still there for whatever reason. I suspect there'll be someone there.
Yeah, there's
the
somebody
stable.
there. They have like one of the stable hands that kind of stay in the like during the night to make
Mhm.
sure that nothing gets stolen. Like there is
Yeah.
still crime in Alaron. Like it's not
It's
you know.
lower down, but it's not
Yeah, it's
excessive.
not 100%
That's for the
gone.
migrant
So,
quarter.
Well,
And you know all those heirlooms that got stolen recently.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I would assume that we is the stables inside the walls or outside the walls?
Inside.
The royal stables?
Inside. No, not
Mhm.
the stables we got the cart from.
Inside.
Yeah, I presume that was from the castle stables.
Mm-hmm. And
No,
it was.
What? Oh,
No,
it was
it
from the
was.
castle stable.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
So I guess we just ride on through to the city.
See if we can talk our way in.
Nobody.
Mm-hmm.
no.
I have no idea why I never really noticed this before.
What?
But what the fuck is that?
Tower.
Well, yes, it's a tower.
Yeah, I've noticed it there. I've not quite. We've not gone out there. We've not asked information about
You
it.
guys
so-
haven't got out there. Yeah, you guys don't know what that is. It's a tower.
Hey, Petrus.
Hey, Petrus. What's that fucking tower?
Hey, Tezza. The one person who's actually here.
Oh yeah. Hey, Tezza.
Actually, is that even in...
With Hazard now?
Do we have a map of this place? Of this land? Or are we just kind of going off of local knowledge?
For Alaron?
Alaron the
Map
region.
For what? Yeah, it's right here.
I
This
think
is
we-
it.
No, in
This
character.
is basically the map. Yeah, I think this is what we
No,
would have
not
in
in
character. Imagine it as
character.
black and white.
Not in character. Yeah. You guys didn't buy any maps of Alaron. The only one it did was Bellotti, and those were on the ship.
Mhm.
So
Damn,
And-
we made it all the way down to the ruins and back
I mean, we
without
just
fucking
follow the
getting lost,
roads.
like,
you really kind of just
Oh.
follow the
Signs.
roads. It's not hard.
Like,
Also, you
maps
do
are
have
not all that
another-
common.
okay, here we go, Kanthe. As we were coming up to the crossroads in front of the city, what would the sign have said going towards that tower? Voila.
That tower, there's no sign there.
There's no sign on that
There's a
crossroad?
road. There's a road, but there's no signs labeling
Not
anything
even for
other than
the-
Alaron.
Not even for the town past the tower?
Mm-hmm. Nothing.
Is the tower within sight?
Yeah, you guys
Honestly,
can look. You guys look over the trees, and there's a
Hey, Tezza, what the fuck is that?
massive tower.
Dazar has no
Tazar
idea.
has no. Yeah,
He's not from here.
Hazard's
yo.
not from Alara.
he's
Huh.
not from around here. This is not his people. So
Question for once we're in the city then.
yep.
Yes.
Hey, Petrus.
we never brought
By
this
the
up
way,
the
it is-
entire, like,
The thing is it's also you can also see it from the city, too. Like it's a big tower.
We can
just none
then
of us
even
have ever
point at it.
descended. Yeah.
So
What is that? What you mean that you mean the Bastille on the wall? No, that. You mean the sky?
Yep,
No,
beyond the
fucking
Bastille.
tower.
the thing on the
What
horizon
tower?
that is way out there. Yeah, what are you talking about?
just trying to fucking bullshit. I was like, there's no tower there.
Well, either they'd be trying to bullshit us, or there'd be some serious fucking majory going on.
Mm-hmm.
Which
So
with
I
towers
am
is quite
assu-
possible.
Yeah, true. Big ass tower like that as well. I assume we would have arrived at the gate.
And
Yeah.
there's the couple guards they're on the inside of the gate, but it's like that old school. It's got
Hello?
the actual like holes in the steel kind of thing, and
Police
What
patrol!
business do you have here? Yeah, what business do you have here?
I am Darius Hamilton, and with my compatriots here, we are returning from an investigation down towards the ruins issued to us by King Petrus.
King Petru. Okay. And do you have any form of identification or writ stating your ability to pass within the city?
Well, I mean, our ship is in the city, so
Your
and I should
ship
have a
is
writ
what
here
ship
somewhere.
in the city? There's no
Yes.
ships here in the city.
The Stingray, the one that was the first flying ship in the city before you built your dock quite recently. Which is under the command of a Captain
Just
Baywater.
show him the writ.
As Darius pulls
Yeah,
the writ
this
out
elf
from.
looks super confused. Like he probably stationed down here, and you can tell he's
It's like
not a
he's
Praetorian. These are guys that are like
he's the basic bitch guard.
He's basically the National Guard version of the Elven Army. This is basically what they do for their job. So, and they just kind of chill at the wall, make sure that nobody is. They're basically security guards, is what they
There's
do.
a city militia.
Yeah. And he looks super confused. He's like, flying ship.
Yes,
It
your
is so
country is
fucking
currently
tempting
building
to just
some.
go like, yes, flying, as I wave my arms like a bird.
No, you can just flap your wings. You can flap your wings, Ken.
No,
You
I'm just
can
gonna.
wave
I would
your
just do
arms.
the arms.
The
Just to
arms.
really
with
fuck
even
with
more.
him.
Oh god.
I don't know of any flying ships here. This sounds very strange. And he looks to his partner, and that you see him kind of both like whisper to each other, like they are royally confused on what's going on.
Well, judging by
Like,
how
you
he
guys entered-
responded to King Petrus, they're royally confused in general.
Yes.
I'm guessing you've never looked down the river that runs through Aileron, then, or the docks.
We
that
don't
have
get
been
down
built
there very
recently.
often. We don't get to go into town very often. We kind of live here. So, yes.
Darius, just show him the writ and we can be done with this.
Yes, yes. As Darius pulls the writ from a hanging bag on his belt.
Well, it's about time you pulled that out. I was about to steal it off of you.
And
Fucking cheeky bastard.
you pass it through the gate, and you see the guards both read it, and they're like, interesting.
Business of the
Well,
king
it's-
usually is.
Well, we didn't really hear about the whole affair that happened in the migrant quarter. We don't go down there very often, but here's your writ back, and he's like, open the gate, and you see him open the gate, and they give you the writ back.
Back into my pouch on my belt.
Yep.
Are you sure you're lawful good?
I mean, I'm
Semi
live and let live. Unless it's undead.
That's
Or
chaotic.
demons.
Well, neutral / chaotic. Well, never mind. That's some depends.
All right, so you guys are entering the city. Where do y'all want to go from here?
I'd assume we would head up back up towards. I'm
It's
guessing the royal
nightfall,
stables
so
are. Yeah, I'm guessing the royal stables are up by the palace near our ship.
Yes, they're in the palace. They're on the palace grounds between the praetor and the praetorian and the palace. They're kind of in that complex there.
I guess we're gonna have to, and we'll probably have to go through that to get to the ship anyway, right?
Well, you guys walk up through the town. You still see the migrant quarter. Did you guys
It's
walk
not still
through?
on fucking fire, is it?
It's still on fire.
Fucking what?
Damn.
Yep, there is still fires going on.
It was like
yeah.
2 days after the explosion that it was still on fire. Then we left.
It-
We've been gone for 4.
And
no,
you
it
guys
was
walked.
about 4 to get down there. We've been gone for about a week.
Yeah.
And change.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They really need to make
There's-
a water bomber ship.
They could have They could have asked Roland to use the Stingray to drop water bombs, or just make an entire bucket.
They have an entire
Squeeze water out
fucking
of the river.
institute of mages who can summon water.
Yes, that too.
The fires, they're not raging by any means. There's still see small
the
little smoke plumes here and there. It's very like they're still
It's
trying to.
smoldering.
Yeah, it's more smoldering than it's on fucking fire. So
That was fucking brilliant. It's not still on fire, is it? It is still on fire. Fucking hell!
and yeah, you guys walk through and you see people still trying to pick the pieces back up in the migrant quarter there. It does not look like a good time.
I just imagine there's one person trying to sort of rebuild a house going, where the fuck is some of the stone for this building?
Oh, over there, over there,
fucking-
over there, and in his bag.
No, fucking Minnie's like whistling on his horse after hearing that, just like as it goes by.
Keep
On the
keep
fucking
looking.
pony.
It's there.
I swear. So I guess we just go straight up towards the palace to get towards the docks where our ship is, as well as to
Well, you guys get to
go
where
to
the
the
ship
stable.
is, and it's not there.
Ah, shit.
The ship is gone.
Fuck.
The ship is gone.
I pick up a pebble and I throw it where the ship should be.
God damn it.
And you just see it land in the water.
Did you really think they used an invisibility spell for that?
I don't fucking know.
What?
Do we need to take a break really quick, guys?
Anyone need a break?
I'm good.
I need to make a phone call really quick. Go grab
Well,
some
then we're
water, go to the
taking a break.
bathroom.
Okay.
Take a break, please. I'll be right back.
Yeah. Don't ask if you need to call a break. Don't fucking ask us if we want a break. Ugh. Yay, we have no place to sleep tonight.
Hooray!
Oh yeah, I got a tent.
Well, we got tents, but we're going to be turning in a couple of those tents.
I just forgot to put it back on my gear list.
We're having a lovely time, boys.
Oh boy. Our ship is gone.
Fucking Baywater.
I left shit on that ship.
Upon hearing that, Arrear's gonna go wide-eyed and go, my engineering drawings.
You already gave
All
those
my
away to
shit.
the fucking Germans.
No, he's on about his own fucking designs.
Well, everything. My own, the collection of stuff that I found. It's all there.
Stolen.
Found and acquired.
The fucking plane schematics.
Yeah.
Unless we get offered a place in the fucking palace, I think we gotta find a fucking invoice.
Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that.
Welcome back.
Alright. Well,
Is everybody back, or did anybody go AFK?
everybody's
I think we're
back.
still all here.
Alright,
we
so...
didn't move.
Alright, so... Yep.
Bollocks.
Star? Bollocks. Oh yeah, the whole no ship thing.
Yes. Minnie just realized, oh shit, all my engineering designs while you were away.
No!
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we all kind of left shit on that ship.
Mm-hmm.
I guess we turn back towards the stable. and see if we can get some information from a Praetorian or something. Palace. I suspect there'll be some kind of steward or something on duty at night,
I think that's
so
what
we
we're
can
gonna have to
figure
do.
out what happened. Yes. Hell.
But yeah, no,
So I guess we-
no,
Did we see any
Oh,
inns
shit.
on the way in?
any units.
Inns.
In.
Yeah, there's inns. There's inns and things all over.
Question is, what inn will allow us to stay?
I imagine one that has space, as long as we have gold.
The money, yeah, the coin.
They won't discriminate.
They shouldn't.
This is Aurelian, not Ostrich or Asperia.
Especially not Asperia.
We might have to pay more, perhaps. They'll still take our money.
You'll just have to let me book the rooms then, won't you?
You have an
I'm gu-
elf
I'm
now.
guessing
Remember this.
Now the question was that Tazar or was that fucking Carver?
You would have known if
That's
it was
tough.
Caravan.
Because
But I
either
mean,
way,
a caravan could probably
honestly,
intimidate the piss out of them, so you know.
I was gonna say it could work either way there.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
either way,
that
advance
works
a little
until we
bit.
leave the room, though.
Right?
What time is?
Try that again in English.
you said, what did I miss?
Yeah.
No.
Basically, there's no ship. We're turning around to the stables and trying to get hold of a Praetorian or some night steward in the palace. To figure out what the
there
fuck's
is
happened.
there is the token guy at the gate. Will get the guardhouse for the palace. Had to chill in there, and he's like, "Oh, it's you all again."
Well, at least someone
And,
remembers
Hi.
us.
Hi.
What happened to the Stingray?
Oh, they left a couple of days ago. They went back to Osterric. For they got a summons from the admiral.
Oh, brilliant.
Right.
Well, we gotta find an inn.
Oh well, we have quarters on the grounds. If you want to stay here, I don't think the king would mind.
That would be handy, actually. And we can inform the king of what's happened. And from our investigation and the fact that the town of Daimel is
I will either have to ask Tazar or the other one of the other stewards. See who's on. Oh yes, it is Tazar this evening, and I will make a summons.
Azar's
Get him a
tongue's
summons.
well under his hood, just kind of twitching.
he's hiding behind Karban. Karban does not
Yes.
appreciate this, but
he's hiding behind
he's allowing
Karban.
it.
The only thing you can steal is the loincloth.
Kilt. Karban has a kilt.
It's a kilt. It's a kilt.
The loincloth that goes all the way around.
And the old Tazar actually comes and meets you all at the gate. Oh, glad to see all of you returned. Unexpectedly.
Well, real Tezar is.
Unexpectedly.
Yes,
is,
we
While he's out of
believe that
sight,
you're-
he's going to trigger his ring of invisibility just to.
I see.
Make sure he doesn't get spotted.
You weren't expecting us to return then.
Well, not so soon. No. Don't misunderstand what I say here. I didn't
Don't
expect you to
misconstrue
return so
this.
soon.
Do not put words in my
Yes.
mouth.
Yes, did not believe you'd be here so soon.
Curious.
Well,
So your mission went well. I assume as he starts leading, kind of beckons for you guys to follow him, and
into
kind
the
of
palace.
walks up. Whoever's leading walks kind of beside them as you guys are all walking in line up to the palace.
It was a bloody death trap.
Oh,
Luckily, we hadn't entered that death trap. Ruins had orc encampments laid about them. No idea how many there were, along with a massive illithid infestation.
illithid.
Necromantic
So,
illithid.
Oh, and you have some
So-
antisocial neighbors down south that want to talk to you specifically.
Yes, that too.
he looks royally confused about that. By the way, he is very confused. And neighbors, you say, who are these people?
You don't know. They know you.
Elves of the Night.
Right. You ran into them too, didn't you? I see. Should have warned you not to go there. They,
Yes, that would have been helpful. Although in this case it proved
Yeah.
beneficial.
You know who their leader is then, yes?
well, we've heard stories about them, and some of our people went missing in that area, but, I don't know who's leading them, why.
Oh, that's some
What was
pretty
his name?
relevant information.
Solar.
That's yes.
There
Say
it is.
that
It
out
is
of
a
character.
And you guys,
Okay.
by this point in time, have entered inside, so you can see him in the light. You can get a good read on him and stuff if you're looking for something like that.
Yes, I would like to see
Well,
if there's
well, obviously, I got my answer when I asked that question. You know who's leading them, right? Because apparently the leader knows Tazar. Doesn't know them.
He knows me? Okay.
Insight check.
Insight check. Roll it.
yeah. Oh well.
How
Roll it,
truthful is he
check.
being?
Yeah, I'm also
wisdom?
gonna roll an insight.
All right.
A natural 20. I don't think you need to roll it. Cam,
But you
this
need to-
dude is lying through his fucking teeth.
Ba, ba, ba.
Right. He mentioned his previous dealings with you, so it's quite surprising to hear you say that.
Yes. We're all just looking at him now, like
Bitch, please.
He turns and
In
he's like,
Joffrey.
look,
We are looking.
I don't know any drow that live out that way. I don't know any in specifics. I've met drow in the past. They visited our village all the time. But, I don't remember any specific ones that you, that would be living here now. Most of them have either are dead or moved on.
Out of character. I forget.
where-
Did we establish for sure that this is the same Tazar that we had in the party before?
we
And now?
assumed
We
it
never
was
did.
because he aged.
We assumed.
We assumed he was because he aged.
You all assumed.
50,
Yeah,
he
you
looked
all
older.
assumed.
and it was the situation of we thought that he got trapped in the mansion for 50 years,
Mm-hmm.
and then that lady sent him out back into our time at the age he was when he'd been in there for 50 years again. That was the assumption we made.
And that was the
Waller.
story he
And
pitched
while
to
you're,
you.
that was a
Yeah,
story.
that's
What?
the story he told you. That's the story that Tazar, or at least this Tazar,
Tazar the Elder.
The Elder has basically said, "Hey, yeah, no, this is what happened," and that was his explanation to you all when you did ask. You did ask that, if I remember.
Yeah.
So,
Well,
go ahead.
the
You
information
had a
we
question,
have
sir?
is
Hang on. Did you have a question, sir?
Where we're at right now, is there like many guards around here? Like
No, there's not a lot. It's
So
once
if we
you
wanna
kind of
go-
get inside, they're pretty short staffed as it is. around here
so we
because
can-
a
There
lot
was
of them have
died.
a lot of them died. Yeah, so
Yeah.
they're at
Well,
minimal staff.
The information
Go
we
ahead.
have is very pressing, and it really should be told to King Petrus himself, person from us.
He's currently
I-
indisposed right now, so I don't think that'll be happening this evening.
As in, he's asleep, I'm assuming.
That are making little princes.
And Tazar
You just
doesn't
hear
really,
it
he
echo.
just kind of looks. He just looks. He just kind of looks at you
throughout the
guys.
palace. Ah, ah, ah.
God damn.
No, he is currently indisposed.
As in, he didn't confirm that or deny that he was sleeping. He just said he's indisposed.
Yes.
Well, I guess we can hold the information till the morning then.
Mm-hmm.
And by your natural 20, Cam, you notice that he's hiding something about that too. By the way he said that,
Yeah,
there's
I
a little
assume.
more going on than being indisposed. So, and it's
Yeah.
not what you both have mentioned. There's something else to it. And he leads you to the guest area. There's like a whole wing of the palace, and he's like, "Well, you may have a selection in any of these rooms. They've already been made." He opens all the doors for y'all, and if you need anything, come and find me in the morning. We'll have breakfast prepared and everything for you. And I bet you all are very tired from your trip, and get some sleep. And we'll talk tomorrow.
How many beds
Alright.
are in these rooms?
They are all one bed per room. They're very nice. Like, these are guest quarters for mainly for dignitaries or stuff like that, where they bring people in that come from out of the city.
I don't trust us all being in different rooms.
Yeah,
Not with
yeah.
this clear bullshit. Yeah.
I am thinking we should run
I think we all with
Wilds
like
camp
how
procedure for
What
this.
is young Tazar doing by chance? Let me ask. What is the actual Tazar doing?
he's invisible.
Just
Dash.
remaining invisible.
Are you
Staying with the
Just-
group though?
and
Oh,
are you
yeah.
staying with the group or okay?
Probably shadowing the group.
I
Okay,
wonder
and you
if our
guys
little
watch as
ghost
the other
friend could
Tazar-
check out this room and see if they have it trapped. Hint, hint.
Front jobs.
mean.
I don't actually do that character, by the way.
Cam looks around, see if Tazar is going to reveal himself or if he's even there.
Probably just feel a slight tap on your shoulder.
Brexit's gonna feel a finger thunk against the back of his helmet, and Tazar goes, and while he's invisible, he's checking, as they hinted.
You just put your finger into the back of my head. I didn't even have my helmet on.
Oh, well, then there you go. You just feel a
Rude.
tink out.
Rude. That's all. Yeah, Darius, rude. Wait, as I do a check.
Yeah, checking for traps.
Checking for traps. Check it.
Perception or investigation?
Investigation.
18.
The rooms are not trapped.
I give Darius another tap on the back of the head and then tell him that all's clear. Like, I just whisper it
Well,
very quietly.
the rooms aren't trapped, as I would bring everybody into a huddle to sort of say that. But I still, after that clear, he was like, even if I didn't, from your wording alone, Waller, Darius would have figured that out because of how
Yeah.
he raised
yeah.
questions.
Oh yeah.
I don't trust as being in
I get the feeling
say
the king
we-
is less than indisposed, as our old elder friend
Yes.
claims.
Agreed on that. Dodge that question. I say we double up in each room. Take rotations sleeping, as if we were out camping.
You said there are
make
two
sure that-
policeman rooms?
Yeah, there's
What
a
was
single
that,
bed in the
Kente?
room. So
Yeah, they're single beds. Like it's per each room is like a single quarter, like 1/4 for one person, kind of thing.
basically we take turns sleeping on the bed and being on watch.
Whoever bunks with me, I have alarm, so I can put it right outside the door.
True. You get alarm. So
Do
you
these
can
rooms
actually
have
an
windows?
advantage.
Yes, they
That
do
I
have
believe
windows.
they do. Yeah. But if he
Mm.
takes, if he goes with Mini, Claude can watch the window at night, and then they both of them can sleep.
I was gonna have Plode go with someone else. That way we can have a communication between two groups.
That's actually probably a
True,
good
but then you
idea.
go. Yeah.
Good
In case
black
your room gets.
looking at the windows, is there like a way to like block like blinds basically?
Or the curtain.
Yeah.
Curtain. Yeah. So obviously shut the
I
curtain.
assume. Yeah. Still, one of you would have to be on watch and then rotate it.
Okay.
Oh, how big are the rooms, like cubic wise? Because I
They're
could.
They're probably
They're-
lavish.
They're very lavish. I'd say they're 100. They're 100 by 100. These things are huge. Like you could all fit in one of these rooms and sleep. It's just there's one bed. Like it is. There's an office. They have like a little bit of like a visitor's parlor in the room with it, so that you can entertain guests in these rooms if you need to. So like these are built to do state business
There's like a
stuff like
couch.
that. Yeah, there's a couch and there's like a coffee table. There's a desk. Basically
We still
everything
have
that you need to do state work.
haven't gone to the
So.
we haven't gone to the stables yet and handed in our camping equipment.
Well, they took the horses. They took the horses and stuff from you guys. They didn't let
Okay.
you walk into the palace with those. But
Damn it.
Yeah.
We don't have bedrolls.
I say we split into two rooms. And then
I wouldn't mind sleeping on a chair or couch. Probably use invisibility. Have alarm on the door and be ready with my rifle in my lap.
Plode can go with one,
I
Rear
mean,
the
yeah,
other. Communicate.
Tazzer only needs 4 hours, so he can. Once he gets his 4 hours in, he can remain on watch for the rest of the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Elvid Trance, man.
User disconnected from your channel.
Yep.
Bye, user.
Yeah.
That was Wolf.
Bye, Wolf.
Oh, Wolf.
Yeah, we could do that.
Alrighty.
Do
Now,
I
is
say
there-
who's blinking with you or just do it?
Is there a way we can, like, do we have to report which rooms we're staying in?
No,
Or
he just basically
No.
said choose whichever
They
ones you want.
assumed that they're gonna. Then there's rooms. Yeah, there's enough rooms here for everybody. They just assumed one of you would take a room.
But it's that situation of we're not exactly trusting right now. It's
well,
a bit
right.
too suspicious.
So I thought if they know what room we're in, then that's bad. So basically, if we could tell them we're in, let's just call it room 2B, and we're actually in room 2A.
I highly doubt these rooms are numbered.
They're
yeah,
not numbered.
It's not a hotel. It's not a hotel.
Never mind then. This doesn't work. So okay, we split two rooms. Plode goes in one, Rear goes in the other, and then that's our communication.
Andy, do you have to work tomorrow? I just gotta ask. Okay.
Boo.
You don't get Veterans Day off?
Nope.
Oh, that
Next,
sucks.
yeah. Next day I get off is like Thanksgiving, I think. So
Okay.
I'm gonna have to call it shortly.
Yeah, that's why I was asking.
So I think we'll call it here. I think this will be a good
Mhm.
point. We'll pick up you guys set up in both rooms, and we'll pick it up next time.
On Dragon
when
Dungeons and Dragons.
Dragons.
Next time on Icarian fucking idiots. Not fully asking questions.
Which room will they stay
Yep.
in? Will one of them fall out the window? Yes, it will be a rear.
No, it's
Anyway,
not a question of
guys.
who will fall out the window, who will be thrown out the window.
Alright. Bringing this down.
Stream coming down as well.